Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.
With your boy now in office, what's the first order you want him to execute?
First thing I want to do is build the economy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what he's going to do. And then I'm sick of all these people copping pleas now. Old boy in office, they on SNL like, hey, Trump, you see what SNL did?
I saw that they were standing in front of some desks.
Yeah, that's like, yo, we wasn't, we were just playing around pretty much. They're like, yo, we don't want to be on your enemy list. Hey, man, stand on it, man. Don't be scared, bro. But hey, other than that, B, I'm really excited that you showed me about this young lady, Willow Ryder. So. I never heard of her, bro.
This is crazy.
Just said, I never saw him Batty Hub. I don't know.
Hey, she's been in the game for a little while.
She has, bro?
Very active.
I'm going to do some research on her. I heard she's a really good actress.
Let me see if I could compare her to a rapper. Who is a rapper that holds up like the traditional values, kind of, in the modern climate where everybody uses auto-tune?
She's coming? Who you talking like a younger rapper?
Yeah, someone younger.
She Jid?
Nah, the Jid did the little voice.
The nasally
someone
voice.
that's calling a Corday, maybe.
She's a Corday?
No, no. I gotta get someone top of the class that's like well respected all across the board. I want to say J. Cole, baby.
She's like a J. Cole in the
Yeah,
game.
she upholds the traditional values.
Oh,
She's a
man.
traditional person amongst all these auto-tune rappers.
She let the boys pull out though, huh?
I'm not an avid. I don't.
You're not an avid watcher. Okay.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna do my research and my Googles and find out about Willow Ryder. I thought she was Willow Smith. I'm like, what? Willow what? Okay.
Did she win a Grammy or something like that? Or nominated? She got nominated for something like that.
Nominated. Dang, I forgot. You don't know that song. That's from the neighborhood. This one dude was a rapper from where I'm from, bro. And he had a song called Now. It was so bad. But hey.
We're going to talk about some music today, this weekend, from this weekend.
That was bad?
Not bad, but it's epidemic sounding music, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to kill some people for that. But welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. I am your host and cultural commentator, Chase the Dark Sage, here with my co-host, Triple H, the hip-hop historian.
Oh, my God. Hey, it's T here. I'm not a hip-hop historian. I am hip-hop.
And we're back with another episode of Hip Hop Goodness, man, where we are the one show that actually talks about the music, critiques it, and talks about hip hop news, give you guys reviews and discussions on everything happening within the culture of hip hop.
Hey, especially no gossip.
Yeah, facts. No drama. Well, we talk about some drama if it's related to the music, though.
Yeah.
Not if it's just something like, top 5 did this at the NBA game. We're not talking about that. I'm sorry, we're not. We don't care about that type of stuff. We're too old for that. But we actually don't really have any news at all, really. But we do have some new albums coming out that we got to talk about. Some new albums dropping this week that we might review, for sure, the Maxwell Cream.
Yes, sir.
We got some music to review, Absol Soul Burger, MF Doom's Food, the 20th anniversary edition.
Yes, sir.
Penneth Stacknickles, Ghost in the Vinyl album review, Kiran the Nomad, Nights Before Party, Volume 3 album review, The Company Man and Needle Drops, nasty conversation about Tyler being in the Big Three. Was Doug hacked on Twitter with all those subliminal tweets he was tweeting?
Yes,
potentially.
sir.
We don't know. Grammy nominations reaction, and some of the Doechii hate that we've been seeing online this weekend as well. But before we actually get into any of that stuff, how have you been?
B, I've been amazing. I came into the world of handheld, and I have to thank you, B. You was right all along. I have all these games in the palm of my hands. I feel like, bro, I was just so jolly today because I now can go home and play like old nostalgia games that I played growing up, and it's not on the big screen no more. It's on the little screen. I really appreciate you for that, man.
No problem.
I
am the tech guy.
Man, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know this would make me feel. I didn't know gaming would make me feel like this again. You know what I mean?
It's that nostalgia, man.
I know it's the crazy thing is it's the old games that's making me feel like this. I know I'm not hip to what's going on now in the culture of gaming, but I'll just say this. I'm not excited. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
But thank you, B. That's all I have to say. I have to give you your praises.
Thank you. Sometimes you just got to give flowers to those that are deserving and who have earned it.
Yeah.
We only give flowers to people who have earned it.
Oh.
But me?
How you been, man?
Last week, election happened. It took over all the timeline.
Everything.
But I did pop the question last week, so I'm an engaged man, married man, engaged man.
Finally.
Talks of that wedding, expensive.
Hey.
I'm not trying to think about that.
You're a man now, B. You're coming a man. Look.
Look, by the
hey.
state, I was that by the age of 17 or 18.
Hey, if she wanted, tell her to put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I'm just
For
saying.
my engagement gift, that PlayStation Portal. Ah, yes. I've been wanting that. I know a lot of people crapped on it. I don't give a F.
Yeah.
I've been wanting that. I know exactly what I'm getting into when I get it. I have a 2-story townhome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go downstairs and play the game all the time. And I want the feeling of haptic feedback in my hand, especially when I'm editing and I'm doing something, maybe the video's exporting.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play a quick game or something. And you know, my boy, my brother, we allegedly are now kind of game sharing. So he got my account for the PlayStation Plus, allegedly, so he can play online. I got his account because he plays mostly digital. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect with the PlayStation Portal. So now he got Dragon Ball Spark Zero. I got to buy that until I get the version I want.
Right.
Oh, and he got Red Dead Redemption 1. I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate
Hold on,
that.
what Red Dead Redemption 1 on? I remember you was telling me. I just
Red Dead
don't remember.
Redemption, it just got ported over to PC, but it got remastered for PS4 and Xbox One. Well, not an Xbox One. It got remastered for PS4 and Switch.
So will it be in
a
the
year or two
PSN?
ago. Yeah, you can buy it on PS. That's how
That's
I'm
how you
gonna
play it, yeah.
That's how I'm going to. But yeah, now Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 are now on modern consoles, and it's on. You got the Asus, so
Yeah.
you could have
I can
technically
play it,
emulated it, but
Yeah.
now you can play it. It's actually meant to be played how it's played at the 60 frames and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Emulation sometimes can be a pain because sometimes stuff don't work right.
No, it's not, especially with depending on the operating system that
Yeah.
you work in. But this isn't a tech pod. This is
Yeah.
a hip hop pod. But besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
Oh my God. Let me go into my list real quick. I might just start going back to when I used to just make a list. But the first album I'm going to talk about is El Cousteau, Merci Non Mercy.
Never heard of it.
So he's the guy. Remember the Earl stuff went viral? Earl rapping on that little beat?
That Gaza thing? Or
Yeah.
the Gaza I'm on the
But
corner
yeah,
like
that's
Palestine
he was
or
with
something like
El Cousteau. El Cousteau is someone that I found through like working with Earl and Mike like a year or two ago, and I played a few of his albums. But this album right here, bro, I think it's probably my favorite out of him, bro.
that? Out of all his albums?
Yeah, that I listen
Do you
to.
like him?
Yeah, he's cool. He's fun. This like the type of guilt pleasure music I listen to. Like, you know, sometimes I dabble into a little trap. You know, I'm not always into conscious and all this type of stuff. You know, I venture off. You know what I mean? I get a little coonish. You know what I mean? You can blurt that out if you want. But anyways, he has like he's real fun, bro. Like I don't know if it'll be your type of fun because I know you like different like trap like Doechii type of fun. That's your type of fun. Mine is like artsy-ish, weird rapper type of fun. And I feel like El Cousteau, he gives you that, not even that balance. He's just all over the place. You know, he's from the DC area. I don't feel like they have a sonic sound unless it came to like go-go music or something. But like rapping wise,
Wale?
he had his own thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of like DC, like people from DC when it comes to musically, they all have their own like sound. You might have your group, your little homies you with, and y'all kind of sound similar. But with him, I like really, he raps on those beats that you heard with him and Earl and stuff like that. He raps on those type of beats, like little samples, little, like the drums are kind of like, you know what I mean? It's a little dirty, sometimes a little messy. But I don't know, I like the way it sound. I like some of the little R&B flips he did on here. I think he had like 2 of those samples. And I think he actually produced some of this stuff as well. And overall, man, I enjoyed it, man. I played it back like 3 times. I played this more than a lot of, like, way more than some of the stuff we reviewed. I'm going to be honest with you. But El Cousteau, Merci Non Mercy, if y'all ever want to check it out, man. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Nice. First person I guess I got to talk about, Jill Scott. Finally started listening to some Jill Scott for the first time.
Finally.
Full project-wise. And I listened to her first 2 projects. Who was Jill Scott? What is the name of these albums? Who was Jill Scott? Words and Sounds Volume 1
Classic.
and Words and Sounds Volume 2, Beautifully Human.
Amazing.
I was asleep. I really have no words to say besides I was asleep. Now, I did see some rankings online saying like, oh, her first album is the best one, and then the second one is like the one that comes after that. Me, in my personal humble opinion, I like that second album a little bit more than that first album. Not saying no, they bad. Yeah. But you know, like I said, it's the 9.8 and the 9.7 conversation.
I noticed that about you. You usually been liking, like, when you go back, you kind of, sometimes you'll like that second album a little more.
Yeah, sometimes
Not-
because
yeah,
I feel like the first time the album that people consider the classic. Sometimes I listen to the second album, like that second album actually hitting. Though. I'm like they found their groove. They knew what did and did not work, even though nothing didn't work in the first album. It's just that stuff on the second album caught me a bit more, and I'm like, oh, okay, Jill Scott, you have my ears. Now I don't know if I want to go through the rest of the discography, but I do want to listen to Words and Sounds Volume 3. But I think I might stop right there.
I want to say this. I think there's gonna be a really good conversation about when you go back to artists and usually their first album is good. Is that a problem? Because usually they
First album was good or like the
no, the
best?
first album was like their best. My bad. Let me rephrase that. Their first album like their best work. Like, is that a bad thing? Because usually it's like it's either you don't live up to that or like do you actually get better?
I think it depends on the scope because it depends on. There's a lot of context that's missing in that situation for me to really dive.
I know what I'm
into
saying. It could be a discussion, just a thought.
I think for certain artists, yes. For certain artists, no.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you only strike.
Yeah, you can just
only
strike,
hit
yeah.
lightning once,
Yeah.
or strike light, or you catch the lightning in the bottle once. Some people like a Nas Illmatic, where I think it was written as a better album. I think the reason Illmatic is helmed about a lot more higher because it's more impactful because of the time it came out in and when in Nas's career came out in. It was the first album. Like if that album came out like 10 albums in, then we gonna be like, okay, this is straight.
Yeah.
But because it was first and kind of like set the precedence, it's like, okay, you got a high bar to reach. And because it wasn't the stereotypical sound, even though it was written as a better sounding album overall in terms of production
And he worked with multiple
songwriting.
producers. It was pretty much like a glorified EP, to be honest with you, because it's real short.
It was written? Oh,
Not
you
It
talking
Was
about,
Written. I'm talking about Illmatic.
Illmatic.
Oh, but
Yeah.
It Was Written is probably the best.
Yeah,
by
like to me, Illmatic, I don't want to say it like this, and I know some people are going to kill me for this. I think Illmatic sometimes comes off more so as the demo versus It Was Written sounds like the album. Like there's some money behind this. There's people behind this. Like obviously Nas is still Nas, but I think for certain people like him, because of the context of when that album came out, it's hard for him to live up to that because you set such a precedence and you've impacted the game a lot. Versus like a Kendrick Lamar, a lot of people might say that Good Kid, Mad City is his best album, first album, kind of, whatever, Section 80, all that type of stuff. Even though someone like him, he's come out with great albums even after that. But I wouldn't say that. Besides maybe The Pimp a Butterfly, they really match up to Good Kid, Mad City in terms of like impact.
But you
like
could
radio
tell-
singles and stuff like that.
But
yeah,
you could
they're
tell
all
that he
good.
was like trying to reinvent himself, making like good music. But you could say that's the better album, but you wouldn't say, oh, he will never out. Like you could tell that he didn't like get better. Pretty much. That's what I'm saying. Like he has a great album. That first album is like hard to beat, but not saying that his other albums wasn't great, but they won't equal up to that. But you also can see that he got better through the process of like making music. That's what I'm saying.
So you're telling me
Like if an artist can't like they first album is their great album, they never like you could tell they didn't even get better. Like they will never touch this. I'm saying
50 Cent.
that's a perfect example.
That's literally the first person that comes to mind, which is why when people ask for more 50 Cent music, I'm like, y'all do realize he peaked at Get Rich or Die Trying, right? His first album. Not saying
Even though
the Massacre
Massacre
is
wasn't
horrible,
like, yeah, it wasn't bad.
but it doesn't meet.
And not saying that we didn't get good 50 after that. It's just a full body of work of that.
Yeah,
It didn't meet up to expectations.
He's like sprinkles on ice cream at this point. It's like here and there, but it's like I don't want no full 50 project because the Massacre is cool, but it was mostly like it was the radio hits album to me, and was it Curtis?
Yeah.
Come on, dog. Especially coming out with against Graduation. Come on, dog. Like, come on. Let's really talk about this 50. Washed, which he kind of is now. But yeah, Jill Scott, great albums. Great first two albums I've heard. Amazing. What's your next project or person?
It's actually not a project. What I did like a few days ago, I think it was Friday, I was listening to a lot of like singles. So it's a chick. My girl said she heard of her before. Her name is Celeste. She's a singer. This is labeled as pop, but she's like one of those I want to say theatrical like singers. Not saying it's like, oh, this gives me opera, but this gives me like, yeah, it gives me like, this is for a movie. Like it's like this is the scene where it's some uprise of like a montage of like this person is like probably going through something and they playing this song.
So kind of like cinematic.
It's
but
cinematic.
It sounds like
yeah.
it's scoring. She's scoring.
Yeah, but she's singing. But I wish I can play it, but you can't. But yeah, it's called "This Is Who I Am," and I was like, I thought about my girl when I heard it because I'm like, yo, she loved this type of music. I actually thought it was pretty good. Like I actually didn't listen to many albums. I was just kind of going through singles. I don't know. I was on a new music page, and I was just finding people because it's a few more of our artists. I want to check out more of her stuff. So if any of you guys know, like in the comments, her name's Celeste. This is who I am. Like this song, bro. It made me feel like I felt like oh man, I'm about to do it. Yeah, inspirational in a way, like motivational. Like dang, But it also felt like I was feeling down, and this song kind of picked me up and gave me some type of motivation. Like especially how it kind of builds up. I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good song. But I don't know if you want to check her out, B. Your name's Celeste.
You said it's pop?
It's labeled as pop, but I guess it can give you that, I guess, like that musical type of pop. Like how Lady Gaga can get you sometimes. Like with
I've
her,
only heard her singles, so.
Yeah, not with her upbeat pop stuff, but like what's the song? See, I don't know Lady Gaga like that.
I don't either. So that's probably why.
It'll give me like a vibe of like, you saw Joker too, right?
No, of course not.
You haven't seen it. Yeah, we talked about it. It's like a musical pop. I really can't explain it.
Kind of like Grease?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna probably. It's like one of those like, I can't even explain the song, bro. Sometimes you just gotta let the music speak for itself. But
I agree because I'm gonna be like that with someone that I'm gonna talk about in this as well. So.
Yeah, but Celeste, This Is Who I Am. I think is one of her newest singles. It says From the Day of the Jackal. I don't know if that's her album or a movie that's coming out.
Or is it from a soundtrack?
From a soundtrack, that's what I'm saying.
So maybe it was from a soundtrack then.
Yeah, it felt like it. And yeah, so that's my
Have you heard any of her other music?
Music? No, I haven't. My girl said she has. I sent it to her. She was like, yeah, I heard of her before. I heard some of her music. But yeah, I thought about my girl when I heard it because I'm like, this is her bag. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it for my single. One of my singles. I'll bring up another one.
All right. Next project I heard was Allure's self-titled album, and obviously their debut, Allure. R&B group from the 90s. This album came out in 97. I gave it a 3 out of 5. I don't know why. I think because of Allure and some of the features that they had back then, I was like, oh, okay, R&B group from back then. Let me check them out. There was one of those R&B groups that was like, they're forgotten with the time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say like the music was bad, but it didn't really do much back then. And back then was the perfect time to really be innovating and coming out with newer sounds, or maybe like, really reining in on the sound that was in at the time and like really honing it. This album to me was mid. It was just very MIDI. Like I was like, okay, they could sing, they got some talent here and there, but none of their voices like really stick out to me. None of the songs really popped off to me. Obviously, they had like 1 or 2 singles off the album. I think maybe 4 at max. They had features from LL Cool J, Nas on there.
Okay.
And I think Mariah Carey kind of co-signed them back then. But besides that, like this album to me, it disappointed me because usually when it comes to R&B in the 90s, I feel like a lot more people, especially back then, because it was so young and fresh at the time, there was more strides and more uniqueness and identity to each of them versus like the people who were mid in R&B back then, they were like painfully mid. And sometimes I'm like, this album's kind of dragging now. You ain't really got no hits. You ain't got no jams on here.
Yeah,
nothing that's really
nothing that's gonna bring you back.
Like, dang, I'm never gonna come back to this album. Like, yeah, I like the songs on here, but I'm like, besides that, if I never listen to this again, I would not miss this album. And that's how I feel about this Allure album right here. Sorry, Allure. I mean, y'all not making music anymore, so I'm pretty sure y'all don't care. But yeah, with this album, a four girl membered group just wasn't it. It's all right though, because Flow this week they will save me. And
Are they dropping?
Oh, they dropping this week. Okay. All access, baby. Yes, sir. I need it.
I hope it's bad. Okay, my next project is this is a project I listened to actually a few weeks ago, but I didn't mention it on the pod because I wanted to, but I didn't fit it in. But Stop Calling Me, I'm Cooking, Side A by Stove God Cooks. This is like a.
I thought it was actually called Side. I thought it was my Side A. I was like, huh?
No. But anyways, he dropped this. I want to say I'll probably maybe in July, August. I could be wrong. Yeah, but he dropped it like on his website, so it was like $20 to buy. I got allegedly. I
didn't know if it was on streaming now.
No, it's not. It's still not.
Oh, still not. He
got an album for $1 million. Like for what? $1 million on his site. I might
Is
drop
he
my
that
next
good?
shit for $1 million. Nah, it's just I don't know. He's not that good. So Stowe Guy is really clever when it comes to his NBA, his cooking crack lines and stuff like that. But this EP it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want that full project from Stove. I want that that stove of that reachable drought. You know what I'm saying? I need that type of stove back, man. Because this dude haven't dropped a project, so I was fiending. Like most of his stuff is like with West Side Gun, and I feel
What
like
about Rock Marciano?
Well, he's not with Rock no more. He was with Rock on his first album, but now he's with West Side. He got Zelda.
Oh, you talking about label wise? I thought you meant just working with them.
Nah, he ain't been working with Rock. I don't know if they've been going through something, but I don't even see them with each other no more. But this project was okay. It was like I think the starting track. I love the soul sample on Earl to Pearl. Other than that, like the other stuff is kind of like forgettable. It's not like the stuff on his first debut project. And like I don't know if I'm getting fatigue on a lot of these artists.
Drug rap. You getting tired of it, ain't you?
Yeah.
See?
It's not like I'm getting tired of just that specific like artists. It's like me when it came to like Marvel movies. I just got tired of the world. So I think some of like the Gazelda world.
The world or the formula?
The world.
You got tired of the Marvel world?
Yeah, I stopped.
Like you didn't like,
bro.
What was the last Marvel movie you seen?
Like Endgame or something.
You didn't see Wolverine and Deadpool?
No.
Oh well, you didn't like Deadpool in general. So
yeah, I don't like Deadpool, bro.
I'm
I'm sick of the world. I don't.
Logan came out after or before?
Logan was way before me.
Okay.
It was before I even moved out this way. Logan was like 20.
Oh yeah, because I had to still book that.
Yeah, like 2014, 2015, right?
Let's see. You give me years.
Yeah. It was around
2010s blends in for me.
Maybe
after,
2013.
After. No, I was
know
in high
it had to be like 2015ish, I think.
When Logan?
2016. Right?
2015, 2016. I had my first apartment.
Okay. But yeah, I was done with the world. So like the world of the world of like Gazelda kind of like I think I'm fatigued on it. Not the world of like that if you give me a different rapper that's probably doing it in a different way, I might, take a listen. But to be honest, this stuff is like,
You feel like their best work was when they was Hungry Still Beat?
They could be putting out stuff now, but I think I couldn't give it to be honest, I don't know if I can give it a genuine, because I'm fatigued on it. So I'm going to be like, yeah, it's cool, but it's not, I can listen to other projects from them that's better. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Maybe it's that nostalgia bias.
Could be. But Stove God Cooks, stop calling me. I'm cooking. Y'all check it out. Check it out. If not, go purchase it. Buy it. Support him. I still love Stove God. He still got some clever NBA bars, bro. Mm-hmm. Like he flipped the NBA lines. He be saying some wild stuff. One day you need to check out his project, bro. I wonder if you'll like it.
I wanted to check out Reasonable Drought.
Yeah, that joint.
Did you say Rock produced that?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that he don't use drums?
Bro, watch it. Watch it. Listen to it, bro.
Man, because look, if there ain't no drums, I can't have no fun.
Man, listen to it, bro. What's your next project?
My next project, and this one might be a surprise, Lloyd Banks' new project, Halloween Havoc 5.
I want to check that out.
Yeah, I checked it out. Wish I didn't. This is unkrap right here. Stuff like Rap Roundtable would praise. This is that type of rap right here. And I'm just like, this is one of the most boring albums I've heard this year. Damn. It's not bad. It's just the fact of like, and I know when it comes to certain rap, this is what they do though. Yeah. You're right, it can be what they do. But it can still be boring.
38 Special on there, right?
No, I don't think so.
I saw a clip of Kid Cudi posting a 38 Special Lloyd Banks track.
I don't think he had a feature on this project, which to me, too much Lloyd Banks on this album. Way too much Lloyd Banks on this project. I'm so fly. Yeah, I'm just like, because I'm looking right now.
Dang, how many tracks on there?
It's 16 songs, 47 minutes. This album was boring to me. And I'm first track, I'm like, all right, this didn't really set the mood. Like, it set the tone. But to me, it didn't ease me into the album. I'm like, all right, this just feels like a regular song. Second track comes in, I'm like, all right, cool. Season of the Psychos come in, I'm like, all right, I'm here. Connoisseur comes in, I'm like, all right, it's kind of sounding samey now. Yeah. Like using same flows. Lloyd Banks raps well. That's not the problem. It's the fact of like, it's kind of like a game type thing sometimes where it's like, if you don't get enough interesting production behind your rapping well, because you can only rap so well to where it's like, okay, I could find a whole bunch of other people that are rapping well on better production. And my thing is like, vibe-wise, this album is here, but that's also a problem because it's consistently in this certain soundscape, and it stays in that soundscape, and it's a very comfortable soundscape, and it don't really change or innovate or anything like that. Some of the beats are jamming. It's just the fact of they all sound very samey.
That used to be my problem with Lloyd Banks. It's like his voice.
But also, see, I wouldn't have a problem with his voice if he would have switched his flows up. He doesn't switch his flows up enough. He's way too comfortable.
He in the same pocket like all the time.
This whole album's
and
in
that's
the
that.
same
That's
pocket.
why I say with his voice, right? Because it's that same voice, that same tone, that same flow. That as a package, it just bored me. It bored me. I never finished Lloyd Banks' Platinum album, his first album that came out. I know it went platinum. I just never. I can't finish
The
it.
one where I'm so fly on it.
Yeah.
For me, when it comes to this project right here, like I said, this is unk rap right here. Like,
Yeah.
if you a unk, like, you know, if you of that age, like 30 and up, like I said, Rap Roundtable,
Yeah.
a lot of the East Coast guys, they would praise this, but they will crap on a trap album.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is literally the same. It's the same. It's a flip of the same coin.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is exact same sounding song. Like, if I were to play two different songs for someone that wasn't familiar with Lloyd Banks, they'll be like, okay, what's the next song? I'm like, oh, I already played you two songs.
Yeah.
Like, this whole album just sounds very samey. And like I said, and my thing is this, right? I don't have a problem with the subject matter because when it comes to an album, especially with 16
Hunger for
tracks,
more, yeah.
when it comes to certain rappers and their albums, they're gonna most likely talk about the same topics and subject matter over time, especially with 16 tracks. But 47 minutes, all these songs sound the same. Oh yeah, I got these ops. My ops don't want to mess with me. I got it on me. You know, I'm from the struggle. I'm from the streets. You know, I'm just like, I get tired of that rap. Like, especially if it's over something samey and you don't switch it up or change it up. I'm gonna have a critique about that with someone else, but also I feel like because if you have charisma, character, and if you at least I can see what you're doing. All right, the attempt is what matters to me. To me, it's like you were way too comfortable.
Banks can rap, not saying, but it's just
It's too comfortable.
It's just like I'm saying his voice. He's not charismatic to me. He don't mess around like with his voice like that, like the sound. I don't know, more charismatic, more character in that. That's why I never gravitated to Banks as an MC. And he could put out some dope verses, but I only can hear him in like increments, like in little spurts and like features. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, remember the old Halloween stuff? Other stuff he used to put out.
The Halloween Havocs.
I couldn't get into them.
See, I never checked them out. I haven't checked out Banks since, and I hate to say it like this, during the blog era of like near like Beamer, Benz, and Bentley.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that song, but it has a lot more interesting production.
I like when
compared
M
to
flipped
this.
it.
Huh?
M went off it.
Who?
Eminem.
Oh, I thought you said him. I was like,
No,
huh?
I like when Eminem flipped and he got on beat. Boy, he started
See, I
spazzing
haven't
on
heard that in a while, but also I'm not an Eminem fan, so it's not like I went.
That's
back
when
to
M
that.
was rapping. Bro.
But
he still
like,
raps, but-
you know, I guess like I always tell you, like I always come back in here and like you told me before, I like commercialized drug rap.
Yeah.
This is cool. This would have been cool if it was like a 7-8 track EP. I didn't need 16 songs of the same song. I'm
Okay.
just like, and the flow is the same. Like I said, subject matter is the same. The way you go at each song is dang near the same. Hooks ain't catchy. Nothing really gravitates me. And this is music. And the reason I say hooks ain't catchy, because you have hooks.
Yeah.
You've made catchy hooks. Maybe with the, 8 or 50 Cent and all them. Maybe. Allegedly. I don't know. But if you're going to make a song and you have a hook to it, you're most likely trying to at least make it catchy to some degree.
Yeah.
None of these hooks, I don't remember a single one. There's like 2 or 3 tracks I might return to off of this, but besides that, I would never listen to this again. And literally, I was on the 3rd, 4th track. I'm like, all right, this is cool. I got to the 8th track. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have played this album. And I hate when I get boring albums like that because I'm just like, oh, this is the same thing. Like, dog, like, the worst part is it makes the album even longer. And I'm like, oh, when will this end? Unkrap, East Coast people. I get it. This is y'all's guy. Y'all can't be hyping it up on Twitter, though. Y'all got to know, like, when it's like, okay, this is East Coast bias right now. This isn't great.
Bro,
Rap, like I said, he could rap. That's not the problem. But imagine Freddie Gibbs going over the same type of production for every single song. And he never changed the flow up, which is something he's good at. This will be that, and I don't like this. I'm sorry, Lloyd Banks. I tried. You could call me one of your ops or your haters in this song. I don't care. This was boring. Change it up.
I feel you.
Especially when I was looking through some of the credits, I'm like, oh, you kept getting that one producer, Getson something or Getson, whatever his name is. He kept giving you the same type of beats. And I'm like, you just heard that. You was like, yeah, keep giving me beats that sound like this one. Just to tweak it up a little bit more. This is boring to me. I'm sorry.
Hey, man. I don't know what to say. Especially with Twitter, bro. They hype up all types of stuff. Bro, they hyped out that Left Side Gun album. Anyways, my next project, Synthetic Soul by Child. If you don't know Child, he is it's actually 2 of them, I'm not mistaken. But he's also a producer, singer. He worked on with a lot of artists. He's actually from, I think, somewhere in Canada. But anyways, Child, like I was just re-going through like a lot of his EP he put out a few years back, and I'm like, bro, he got some joints on here. Like he does like R&B with his own little twist on it, and he's not like just traditional. He's more of like the R&B with alternative, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Like a Frank Ocean and Leon Thomas?
Kind of, but more like a more like a him and Q. I don't know if you know the singer Q.
Spell it. Q-U-E?
It's just Q. But like they like in the same little bag, like the alternative bag. They add little other elements to their sound, and he just got songs on here that I just love, man. And I don't know, he's more interesting on the production side to me, and also he can make like not even on this project. If you go to his second project, Hope for Sale, like he has dreamy stuff on there. It reminds you of stuff that like have I heard this before? Because sometimes he could pull elements from like the 80s. Like you could tell that he's just a lover of music.
So does he actually sample those sounds, or does he like
I don't actually
recreate it?
It's like he recreated in his own way, but it sounds so familiar. And in some of his projects, because some of his stuff is just it veers off to his stuff. But overall, man, Child, Synthetic Soul, Fire, and if we want to do a two-part because it's an EP, you could check out Hope for Sale as well. If y'all haven't heard of his projects, and he put out a project last year as well, but I only listened to it once, and I need to visit it just to really get my thoughts, man. But he's really dope. You can check him out, bro. I know that type of R&B ain't your thing, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. But Child, I was playing him over the weekend with my girl and stuff. But I also got singles, but that was just I've been going through like some stuff I added like for the last few months that I've been just playing. And I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't talked about this on the pod, so well, on the show. Child, Synthetic Soul, Fire.
Next project I have, shout out to TDE's newest artist, Alameda. This is someone that they signed.
Oh, you checked out her EP?
Yeah, I checked out her EP, F It, like it's FK space It. All this stuff will be in the show notes and in the description. So I listened to her project, and I had her on the back burner because she was saying, she's a new TDE signing. We just got Doechii, really good, but I didn't want to hold her up to a Doechii standard because with TDE, let's be real, their track record is phenomenal. Like, look at the artists that they signed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I also didn't want to put that standard on someone who I wasn't familiar with at all, who really doesn't have any type of like cosign basically yet. And so, I saw one of her TikToks pop up on my For You page, and it said, when you trick TDE into signing you and you're not a rapper, but you're like a alt pop girl or whatever.
That's pretty much
like,
what she is.
Exactly. And so I went into this project, F It, and I was like, all right, I'm going to listen to alternative rock/pop. I don't really know because it's like I'm not really familiar with that sound. And so when I went to check it out, I told you this before. When it comes to certain artists, they could bring me into certain sounds or certain types of music, and they could be my gateway into it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it could be my gateway to stop as well.
Yeah.
Like a Childish Gambino with his last project, the soundtrack that he came out with, Bando Stone, while he played with all those different types of sounds, sonically and genre-wise. This is one of those projects where I'm like, all right, let me test it out. Let me try it out. And I enjoyed every song off of it. I can see myself going back to this right here. 8 songs, 22 minutes. This is like, and I hate to say this because I say this about every time I listen to an album that's like alternative rock and not R&B, alternative rock, I guess indie and stuff like that. It reminds me of like those days when I would watch American Pie, or the type of songs I would listen to like in the soundtrack of that movie, or the type of songs I would listen to on Rock Band. Obviously not the hardcore
Blink
rock
182.
stuff. It reminds me of that stuff that I've heard of because I'm not a big fan of that stuff.
Bowling for Soup.
I don't know who that is. But the Fall Out Boys, all that type of stuff. This is what this reminds me of. And for me, I enjoyed some of the stuff from those bands that I've heard. And so hearing this album right here, it's mostly like emotional breakup stuff, most of it. Which I have no problem with. Like I
heard
it's
a
all
few
about
songs.
Yeah, and she had one song on here, "Gonna Bleach My Eyebrows," which I didn't know was old, but you could also tell that it was a very different song because it sounds sonically different compared to the other songs on the actual project itself. And it was a single that came out, I think, like 2021 maybe, or 2022. I'm not sure. Y'all can fact check me on that. But yeah, I listened to the project. It's an EP. It's cool, short, 22 minutes, 8 songs. I wasn't trying to have like too much hope going into this and like, Oh, let me get into this. But I do want to try out TDE's new signee because one, black woman, want to support, and also TDE, like I said, has a track record for signing great artists. SZA, Doechii, Schoolboy Q, Absol. The list goes on basically. And so yeah, I thought this project was cool. I'm really curious to see where can you take this sound album wise to where it's like it's not too reliant on like a nostalgic sound, but also it screams out you. You get what I'm saying? Because without this, I would have thought that this was like alternative rock or whatever, or the softer rock, indie, whatever you want to call that. I don't know what that whole scene is called, but yeah, without the face of her, I would have thought that this was coming out like back then. And like I said, I enjoyed that type of music back then in dosages. Now, like I said, I don't know how this would sound as a whole album, so I'm very curious to see where she would go at. But I did listen to one other track by her, and I just want to mention
Is it a newer
briefly.
track or what?
It's an older track. It was her first track that's actually on streaming, which is called "Wish You the Worst," and it's like basically an R&B song. And I'm like, where was this at? I'm like, hold up. I'm like, you was singing on here. I like this. I'm like, get a little back in this bag. Look, if you make an album and you want to be like multi-genre or whatever, do your thing. But make sure you label it.
Add a little bit of that in there.
Yeah, add a little more of this in there. I'm like, all right, what are we doing with this? Especially since this came on my little recommended, so it came on right after the album. And I heard this, I'm like, oh, who's this? I need to add this to the playlist. And then I saw it was her. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
I just got to listen to some rock. You gonna put me in the R&B bag? I'm like, you can't do that. Because now you teasing me. I need some more of this. So I do want to check out some more of her singles maybe this week. Maybe talk about them in the next episode. But yeah, Alameda, F It. I can't say the word obviously because I don't cuss. But F It, the EP.
Oh my God. So my next this is a single. This one caught me off guard. It's by a band called Dust. It's called New High. And like when this comes on, I don't know if any of you guys out there, I know he's not, familiar with like King Cruel, Old Children. It's that type of like rock music, the indie rock that gives you like, it's like rock funky, so it's like it's hard, see, I'm telling you, sometimes it's hard to explain when you just, sometimes, some people probably wouldn't know what you're trying to articulate like with the sound of the artist. And like, I know I couldn't have this conversation with you because you don't know like who King Cruel is and stuff like this. But it like brings you into like what's something you probably heard. Anyways, I'm gonna speak to the audience at this point because maybe they know. But it brings you in, right? Like with the guitar, not the guitar, but yeah, with the guitar with the bass, and then you hear a saxophone, and you're just like, what the hell does this come from? And like the vocalist, he has his voice is not distorted, but it's kind of rough, and I love that. I'm a sucker for like a rough voice and give me like a dope, like a dope instrumentation going on when it comes to this. And it gives you like, dude, oh my God, I wish I could explain this to you, like play it. It's hard to like.
Who would you represent? I'm saying who's you said it's like
sonically he's more like King Cruel to me.
King Cruel is a band or is it a person?
It's a person with a band, Archie, but.
So like Sade. Sade is a person, but it's also the name of the band.
Yeah, no, because his name is Archie.
Oh.
But King Cruel is like the name he go out under, but he have a band, but his moniker is King Cruel. You get what I mean?
So it's just him.
It's just his artist name. But he has a band. It's like Tori Moi. Like it's Chad, but he has a band. You get what I mean?
See, now you
Okay.
know how to listen to Tori Moi.
But like I wish I could explain this, but if you guys want to hear some dope like indie rock, I'm gonna check out their project. They put out a project last year.
What was the label under on Apple?
Oh, indie rock.
Oh, okay.
Indie rock. Cause like when you either gonna label it alternative rock or indie rock when it comes to like something that don't sound like high production stuff like that, and like a little different. They're gonna label it indie rock or alternative. Mostly indie when it comes to like that roughness to it. And I don't know, bro. This joint, I played this like 3-4 times. Like, yo, this is crazy right here. I like this, man. But it's called New High. They don't want nobody to mess with their New High. You know what I mean? I just think I wish you get into this bag. You ain't.
See,
on this
the
bag.
problem that I can't get into this bag is because one, I'm too old. I focus on the hip hops and I focus on the R&B. And while our people have created such great genres, there's so much like history behind it. and like references and examples that I don't get, which is why I do go back and I listen to the older stuff, so I can kind of get the context behind certain things, see where it kind of started from. It's like watching old horror movies to see like where certain elements come from.
Look what their album is under.
Dust. What I can't see.
Alternative.
Oh.
But you know,
I think that's what that Effort project would be under.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure. Cause see, I don't know what constitutes as rock, because isn't Elvis rock?
rock and roll, yeah.
But wouldn't Everlong be rock too? Is that the name of them?
Who?
Everlong.
Everlong. I don't know who that is.
It's the album, or it's the band with the balls on the front cover. Pause. Oh, Foo Fighters.
Oh,
I don't know why I didn't think that, because there's a JoJo character named that.
Yeah, Foo
That's the only way I remember their names, because of JoJo.
what's the guy Dave Grohl in Foo Fighters? Used to be in Nirvana.
See now you.
Yeah.
You have
They
a
actually got in a
conversation.
fight or something like that. Something happened on stage not too long ago.
Dang.
Dave Grohl stole off on the boy. You know what I mean?
Ghetto. The ghetto.
What's your next project, B?
Next project I had to listen to. Chris Patrick's The Calm. This is my first time checking out.
And I talked about it on the pod.
Yeah, you did. And so this is my first time listening to Chris Patrick. I wanted to listen to him based off of his feature from D2X's.
Wow.
Yeah, that Wow song, because wow, that
rapping
feature
on
was
that, right?
great. I went to this project. No offense, Chris Patrick. I was not wowed. And no, I wasn't expecting what he gave me on that, because it's a feature. You got to stand out. You got to show out. You got to come to prove. And this project right here, it's not bad. It's just,
It's calm.
but it's boring too. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, it's not a bad project. Can he rap well? Yes. Production, it's all right. But to me, there's not much character in this project for me. And I hate to say that, because to me, this comes off, I said this before in the previous episode, this comes off as epidemic sound music. This comes off as the music as, it's standard, like, cool rap. Like, you ain't got to be black to like listen to it. You ain't gotta be white to listen to it. And I say that because certain stereotypes.
Yeah, I know.
Certain people listen to certain things. Like, this is the type of music where it's like cool around the board. Like, you could play this around like basically anyone. It's not offensive rap. That's the best way I could put this. This is not offensive rap. But also, this is like rap music that I would put on my YouTube video because it's royalty free. You get what I'm saying? And is that a
say you're a
bad thing?
generic rapper, Chris. On this
See,
album, on this
the reason
EP,
I don't want
on
to say
this
generic
EP.
because I think people like Finesse 2 Times and Big X the Plug and all them are generic. The reason I don't know what to call these people, that's why the best way I can say is epidemic sound, where it's like, I see that you have talent there, but it's like there's no character in it. At least with people like a Finesse 2 Times or Big X the Plug, while they might not be great rappers, and the Bossman D-Lo, their character shows.
Yeah.
Here with me, the production doesn't stand out for me in terms of like your choice of beat selection. And this could be monetary things. You might not be able to have the money to buy the beats that you want. So I'm never really judging that too hard on up and coming artists. But like I said, for me, it doesn't scream out enough character for me. And I'm like, I feel like I've heard stuff like this before. Like I said, a lot of times I hear a lot of this type of music that he does on this. He gets a little bit more introspective and personal on stuff like this. The reason though, like I said, like I heard this type of stuff is because when I am editing my YouTube videos on my Dark Sage YouTube channel with the manga and stuff behind me, I constantly listen to this music because this is the type of music that's on Epidemic Sounds. And to me, I hate to say it like this, that music don't stand out. Like I know like some of these songs, unless the beat is banging, I'm not going back to any of these songs because they don't really do much for me.
He's like he falls up under that Saba tree to me, like great value, like Saba.
So
Like when it comes to that,
Saba
yeah,
song?
it's like a samba, like
And
Saba.
see, we're gonna talk about someone later. Yeah, I guess that would be the best way to say it. Like I like Saba's project, the one where he's sitting on the table.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of people. I've been listening to a lot of kids lately. Like, it's like they trying to recreate that sound, and Saba they don't care for me. But like, Saba did it. You know, he was way like the stuff.
He was ahead of the.
And I think he's far better like a storyteller than a lot of rappers.
And better writing.
Yeah, writing.
And more kind of. I don't want to say.
Even though
textual,
Chris
but
Calm, I enjoyed the project because I understand the sound.
for me, like I understand it. It's just
Yeah.
like. It don't like this. Don't draw me to come back to it.
Yeah.
And like I said, Epidemic Sound, me calling your music that, it's not bad because there's a place for people to go on Epidemic Sounds, get your music heard, royalty free, so that way people could pay their subscription and listen to it. But for me, that type of music just doesn't stand out for me.
Yeah.
So while it's not a horrible thing, it's also not a good thing. You get what I'm saying?
I call it YouTube rapper.
YouTube rapper?
The YouTube rapper sound.
Wait, U2 or YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
Epidemic Sound.
But I wouldn't say he falls into that from my experience with him. Because I know what you mean. B.
One day I'm gonna have to.
I know.
Have you
exactly
seen any
what
of my
mean.
latest videos on my channel? Like
Yeah,
the mom
like
that
you
you
talking
want?
about like the production in the background, like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I understand that.
Does that sound like this?
I know what you mean. V, I
Okay.
exactly know what you mean.
Okay.
It's just we on different sides of the house. How I cling more to that music, and you
Mm-hmm.
just like, yo, this is boring. I understand.
Yeah, because I feel like this is like run of the mill. That's
Yeah.
why I say that.
Like,
Like run of the mill for that sound.
Right? Yeah. Like I will give them more grace. You wouldn't, in a way. Like
But
I understand.
that's because it's like, all right, like I said, because I associate a lot of this with work, because this is my work in
Yeah.
terms of like when I'm listening and I got to listen to the songs and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's kind of boring. Like it don't jump out to me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And like I said, for me, it comes off comfortable too, because it's like I've heard plenty of people do this sound. I've heard plenty of people go for this type of sound. It just sounds too comfortable for me, and too comfortable, depending on who you ask, can be a good thing or a bad thing. For me, comfortable comes off as boring, and to me, boring is bad. This isn't like, it's not like I'm not saying that you don't have talent and you can't rap. It's just the fact of it don't really do much for me in terms of like the replayability factor, the fun factor. Like that's the parts that I'm missing in here. Like if this would have come out years ago, back when I was in college, and I first like heard this,
This be something you can.
I'm like, oh yeah, like I could relate to this.
But I think, see, that's why I think when it comes to part of like us not aging out, but getting to a point of life where like, remember I was saying like some of these albums not gonna connect us like that, especially because we're not in this generation, and like people that's in the college this will be their album for that, like, oh man, that Chris Patrick. But us like, this is,
And see, this is
we
why,
heard it before.
Yeah,
we're not, you know.
And see, that's the worst part for me. And sometimes subject matter don't really matter. It's the fact of, because I've lived long enough, and I hate that we're becoming the old head. I've heard this sound already.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to say I've heard it done better, but I've heard it done more interestingly. And when I did hear it, it was more fresh. So I was a lot more open to it.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, is like, if I hear you do this sound and you don't innovate on it, yes, you could come out with a good project under this sound. But for me, I'm just like, good just ain't enough for me to want to come back to this, because I have stuff with nostalgic ties that I like that's in this sound, but I might go to that because I have nostalgic ties to it. Would I still like that music in today's climate? Maybe no, but for me, this just didn't, it doesn't pull me back in. Like I said, this isn't a bad project. I like some songs on here. There was one song where I feel like he was imitating Denzel Curry on there, and I'm like, I could tell, like, yeah, you did different production on there, so I gotta give you credit on that. But I was like, you sound like you trying to emulate Denzel Curry, and I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Like whatever you was doing, that song literally was the opposite of calm.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, like I said, it's not a bad album to me. It's just, it's a standard project in that sound, and like I said, I'm trying to do constructive criticism when it comes to more up and coming artists, because they have room to grow.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a lot of, like I said, when it comes to like someone like a Big Sean, you need to stop rapping.
Yeah.
Like, so
You disrespect.
I'm not. Yeah, that's the point. I get disrespectful because they need to be.
Oh my
They already got glazers, so I gotta offset that.
This guy.
When it comes to this,
Yeah.
I gotta give you the criticism of how I feel. Just because
Right.
it's how I feel, it does not mean that this is indicative of all your work or indicative of the actual album. And this is how everybody else feels. This is how I feel.
Right.
And I'm just giving you my opinion, my perspective, because that's what our opinions is.
Yeah.
It's based off of our experiences and our perspective.
You sick.
But yeah, Chris Patrick's The Calm. Some of you kids might like it. If you are younger than me and you're not familiar with the sound, then you will like this for sure. But
Yeah.
for me, because I've heard this sound before plenty of times, and even for work, this is boring to me. It don't stand out to me. This fits in with Epidemic Sound. This is something I would use on my YouTube video. I'm like, oh yeah, this song is cool. Like let's get the crowd hyped up for when I bring in my next scene of me talking. Like yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm done.
You tapped out, B?
Yeah, I don't got nothing else to talk about when it comes to music. I could mention like to be honest, I'm gonna try to listen to more music. I just, when I'm consuming stuff, it's hard because I don't drive much, and when I'm at work, I be listening to podcasts, all this type of stuff. So sometimes it's the singles I listen to, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like a single I want to talk about, I don't remember it, but I listened to it, and I can't talk about
It's
it.
fire.
I liked it, but I can't talk about it because I don't remember it, and I don't want to mention it because that's my guy.
Uh-huh.
But he dropped a single B, and I just don't remember it like that. And that's
I'm
my
not
guy.
gonna listen to that later.
Yeah, so
I've been feeling for that.
yeah.
Pause on that.
But yeah, other than that, man, that's all I got from some of my stuff.
I guess my last project, you didn't finish it, but I'll give it a mini review because I'd never imagined us reviewing this project anyway on here. Saw Babies, Saheem. Oh, yes, sir. Now, if you guys don't know, I don't want to say he's fully entering the Rolodex yet, but I mean, on the channel, you probably see the clip of it or whatever, right? When it comes to Saw Baby, I'm a fan of Saw Baby. I was a little bit late to the train, maybe a few months late. This man tried to put me on.
Now, He was like a year late.
No, I wasn't, because I remember This was his only project out, and I listened to that and I jammed it and I enjoyed it. But yeah, when it comes to Saw Baby, I enjoy his music actually. And last year, I don't know what made me want to go back, like through his whole discography. But last year I listened to all the music I missed out on. Plus I went back to the music I heard back when we worked at the Big Blue Building. Saw Baby is one of those rappers to me where he was that Young Thug clone that just, he never got the attention of Young Thug. I don't even say clone, Baby. Because he literally takes a lot of sound and inspiration from Thug. And Thug is one of those people that is like one of the most influential artists of that time period in general. And to see a lot of his babies and where they have went, some of them, not all of them. Saw Baby is one of those ones that I feel like, I don't want to say he didn't go anywhere, but it's like, dang, it's like, why wasn't he like,
we
peaked very early.
I think we talked about this last episode, right? How I thought he was going to be bigger, bro.
Yeah.
Because like he had his own style, but
with that sound.
With that sound. And sometimes, bro, even on his album, like I ain't finished it, but to what I got, sometimes he do Thug better than Thug. I'm just saying, bro.
See, I was gonna say something.
Yeah, what?
B.
I don't know if
at first, when I first heard this,
like in a minute, but like,
but see, this is the thing. B. I first heard this, I'm like, this sounds like Thug.
Yeah.
But then I thought to start the thing, I'm like, I didn't like Barter 6 like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like 1017 Thug like that. I love this. I was like, is this Young Thug at home? I said, no, this is Young Thug upgraded.
Bro,
right
Viking, bro.
The second track?
Bro, Viking, bro.
Yeah, Viking is hard, but
Bro,
hey.
Viking is crazy.
Saw Baby, I don't know what it is, and I will admit, because like I said, I went through his discography all last year before we even started doing the show. And I don't know what really led me to get to his discography, but it's not like his projects is like insanely long. I mean, they follow a similar formula to this. But I will say, with certain albums before this, I really like, I think it's called Seven. The one with him and the squid on the front, and it's like an anime cover. I liked Sondus. Sondus is just hard. I think that's still his best project. This is up there, though, even though it's not really saying much compared to his discography. And a lot of people's like, oh, we don't talk about his discography enough. I'm like, trust me, you guys don't
That's
need
the one
to.
when he had the chick on his, like right there on like.
With Sondus? Yeah, the one with pull up with a stick on it.
What was the one? I remember the one before. What was the one when he had like stuff coming out of him or whatever? And it was like an anime cover.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Seven.
2017, right?
That's the one with Seven Squids. He did the song with R. Kelly, even though it's not on that project, but he did a song with R. Kelly. It's called it just went viral too because of some meme. With
Hey,
Leon
but
Thomas
Breadhead,
song.
I don't know. Breadhead was a single he put out a few years ago.
Yeah, it was it's on one of them projects.
Breadhead was fire, bro.
I like bread. What he said about booty hole?
No, on this album, like I didn't finish it. I know you're gonna talk more about it, but one song I was like, why did he put this on here? Belt Boys.
Bell boys.
That song shouldn't have been on here. I was like, yo,
Nah, people was loving that song.
I know,
like
but for me, I didn't care for it. I was just laughing, but I'm like, bro, if he would have took that out, to me, 1 through freaking 10, what I listened to was like, to me, was a perfect run. I was like jamming, but I was like, Bell, I was like, this is the only slippage that I got.
When I first heard the album, I was like, But after I heard it like the third time, I'm like, oh,
see, I only heard it once, so I couldn't. We built the.
Hey, facts. Hey, I be doing that too.
I'm like, no, I don't like this one yet.
But yeah,
don't feel me. Oh my god.
No, so for me, I will say, this project for me, it's 18 songs, 46 minutes. Saw Baby, I don't know what it is in the water that he's been drinking recently, but he was like, I'm not gonna be Saw Baby on this album. I'm gonna be Young Thug, but I'm gonna be a better version. And I'm just like,
what?
Dang.
Why I feel like he hungry on this for some reason? Like I feel like he has something to prove.
I think because one, people really wasn't talking about his past few projects, which there were some songs on his past few projects that I really enjoyed, but people really wasn't talking about him for one. He even had one song on one of them where he was introspective. He talking about his dead homie and things like that. Like, oh, you shouldn't want to go do that. Rewind. I think that's like one of my favorite songs by Saw Baby.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know what it is in the water that he's been drinking, but I feel like, and I hate to say it like this, Lost All My Feelings, when that song first came out, I remember when it first came out because, like I said, I was doing the Saw Baby listen.
Right.
So on my title, it was like, oh, you follow Saw Baby now. And then when the song popped up, I'm like, oh, Saw Baby had a new song. Yeah. Check it out. I listened to it. I'm like, oh, this is fire. I'm like, this is fire. I'm like, what are we doing? But then months later, it got viral on TikTok. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, but I don't see him coming out with a project anytime soon. He came out with a project this weekend, and I'm like, let me listen to this. But I'm scared. I'm going into this with no expectations. I know a lot of people were trying to praise his discography this weekend. No one was talking about his discography or his albums that was dropping before.
Hey, look,
it's that recency bias.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, nobody else was gonna talk about it. Came out, but who posted the news? Cause that's
I didn't know.
Yeah, even though I don't
But
follow
that's
him.
because I switched streaming platforms.
Yeah, even though he's not my guy like that no more. Like I used to listen to him more. But when I saw him post on his Twitter, because I still follow, like, come on, bro, I gotta put it on here, bro. And I knew it was gonna be left field, but I'm like, I had to put it on there, because it just
No, Saw Baby's my guy.
Yeah.
It's just that, like I said,
I knew
when
he
I
was-
switch streaming
yeah.
services, a lot of my music gets lost. I don't remember what I like. My playlist is gone and stuff like that. I hate that because I'm like,
you still on that's when you was on Tidal?
yeah. So, you know,
Tidal.
when I switched over, all the stuff I did, like, it's not here no more. And I'm like, I got to start over. That's why I've been doing a lot of music on What We've Been Jamming. I've been trying to build my library back up. Because I'm like, okay, from now on, I'm staying on Spotify. I'm not moving no more. But
I left, man.
when it comes to Saw Baby on this album right here, I don't know what it is, Saheem. But I'm like, dang, you did Thug to me better. And it sounds like older Thug.
Yeah.
Like Thug back when I was in high school, like blog era Thug. Back when he was still running around with Gucci Man, kind of. I'm like, to me, this sounds like a better version of it. I'm like, at first I was like, oh, this is great value Thug. Then I started listening. I'm like, no. I'm like, I like this more than the Thug I was listening to back then.
Yeah, bro.
And I wasn't the biggest Thug fan back then. But I'm like, God dang.
Hey,
son,
bumping
baby.
this in the whip, bro. I haven't even put this in the head. Bumping this in the whip was just amazing. I didn't finish it, but just I said it before, but still driving to the crib, playing this, I was like, bro, it didn't that on film talking about driving fast, bro. I said, because like, hey, how my car, I told you when I drive faster, my music go louder, bro. I was like, on film. I was like, yo, this I'm a wreck. We're like, oh, you can chill out, bro. But nah, hey, bro. I can't wait to finish the rest of the album.
Yeah.
You said it sounded like a totally different album.
To me, so going into this album and getting to Lost All My Feelings, I will say this, and this is one of my problems with a lot of the youngins from that era and this era. They make a whole bunch of songs, and sometimes I'm like, these songs don't sound like fully developed. It just sound like you want to get on a different beat. You rapping the same stuff. I'm like, it's not really doing anything for me. Some of these songs, well, each of these songs, they all jam on their own, and I'll be cool with it. Like I said, some of these songs don't feel fully developed to me because there were some songs I was here like for like less than 2 minutes. And I'm like,
for real?
You just left this off the album. But yeah, going into this, like I said, Lost All My Feelings. To me, this sounded like, okay, this sounded like the first fully thought out song.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like you went in there, you had no anticipation of making an album, but you wanted to at least make a single for people to listen to in the meantime. This is what Lost All My Feelings. And then after that, I was like, okay, like he started getting into that like deeper voiced Thug sound. I'm like, okay. Especially with Stay Away From Trouble. Stay Away From Trouble. I'm like, okay, the bass, the way it was hitting on that. Songs like Bye. I'm forgetting the other songs. Working, Save It For Me, Baby. I'm like, Sigh.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite projects from you. Like I said, I listened to your whole discography last year. There's some stuff in there where I'm just like, And my favorite two projects is the one with Sondis, the one with him getting head by the girl, and the other one is, I forgot the name of it. I want to call it Seven.
He got her on his stomach.
Yeah. What does Sondis stand for? And so then we got the other one with the squids coming out or whatever. I like that one as well, the one with the anime cover with Anime World on it. But this one right here, I'm like, Saw Baby, this is up there. This is up there for you in your discography. But I will say, people say that this is album of the year. I'm like, all right, guys, calm down.
Come on, bro.
Look, someone said that this year on the timeline. It was Sunny Digital. He said, album of the year. I said, is this the only album you listen to
I think
this
I
year?
saw you do that. Yeah. But you know, I understand. Like, I don't want to stereotype him, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he ain't listen to like Common. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, some people only listen to it because it got Grammy nominated. No, I'm not. I feel some type of way about that, but
Because I know that's like one of
different-
your album. That's probably like your album of the year right there.
But you know, making this about Saw Baby because we'll talk about that later. Saw Baby. I honestly fully enjoyed this project, man. You came on here and you had something to prove, and while you do sound like you sound like an evolved version of Young Thug back in the blog era days. And I don't know, some people are like, oh, what are you talking about? For you young kids, y'all don't know nothing, so get out of here. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that was listening to Young Thug back then and probably was listening to Saw Baby during the SoundCloud era.
Yeah.
This Saw Baby sounds like Young Thug back then, but better.
Yeah.
It sounds more
Sound
refined.
good. Yeah.
So this actually sounds really good, though. Obviously, you got to bump this in the whip. You got to bump it in the whip.
Sound really good.
I agree. But yeah, Saw Baby, Saheem. I really enjoyed this Saw Baby. Keep doing your thing, man.
Facts. I ain't finished it. I said that before, like I said before.
But you liked what you heard, though.
Bro, that first 11.
You liked what
Except
you
for
heard.
built the ass.
Wow, bell boys, bell boys, bell
We built
boys.
the ass.
Now you gotta listen to that, hey, that vibe, B. Hey.
Oh my God.
But that is about it for what we've been jamming. Let us know what you've been jamming down in the comment section down below wherever you are watching this.
sir.
But now it's time to get to the news section of the episode. We don't really have much news besides Michael Jackson's biopic set to drop October 3rd, 2025. I just want to put that in there because I'm like, Michael Jackson biopic? I'm like...
His nephew's playing him.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested in that.
Look well casted. I'm really ready for it.
I'm just wondering to see, like... Will this be a moment in the culture be?
I think this gonna
have we been detached from Michael Jackson long enough for this to be a moment?
Yeah, this is gonna be a moment. Mike been gone since 08, 09. I think it's gonna be one of those movies that everybody gonna see. I think this movie might break records.
Is it gonna be like a straight out of Compton situation?
I think it's gonna be one of those. Just because, bro, like, yes, we had the American Story, the TV movie, but like this is something afterlife, and also his family being well connected to this project with his nephews being in it.
And theatrical release.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be dope. And I'm gonna go see this, B.
Now, B, I am too. But B, would you have seen this if this was directed by Tyler Perry?
Now you just had to disrespect the name of the Jacksons. No, B, I'm gonna just say that no. Hell no. No, Tyler probably have like freaking what's their mama name? I can't think of her name.
Medea?
No, no. I'm talking about Michael mom name. What's her name?
I don't know.
I cannot think of her name.
I don't know why I want to call her Jackie. I know it's
I think it's Jackie, bro.
Is it?
I think it's Miss Jackie, bro.
It could be. I don't think so.
You might have Miss Jackie with a BBL or something, bro.
Yeah.
So let me fact check it, bro.
Yeah, but for me, I think we've been detached from Mike long enough to where it's like we really haven't had anything drop of him news wise. Like news wise is in like. Yeah, media wise, like no new documentaries, at least that have been respected or like highly acclaimed or anything like that. So I think a Michael Jackson documentary, especially with Quincy Jones' recent passing, I don't know how much he was actually going to be included in that in terms of like himself or his character in the movie, Catherine. So I don't know how much of Quincy Jones is actually going to be used in the movie from, like I said, his actual him when he was here with us still. Versus like him being a character in the movie itself. I don't know how much involvement he has with that. I'm very interested to see how much of this covers Michael Jackson, what all will be left out, what are going to be some of the controversies that actually come out of this movie, like, oh, they didn't go over this section of the so-and-so, they didn't go over this of the so-and-so, like how when Straight Outta Compton, Dr. Dre was a superhero, but in real life he was putting some belt to something out, right? You know what I'm saying?
They had him punch him the
opposite sex. No, they had to punch him.
They have it,
So yeah, I'm wondering like what all of Michael Jackson will we see? How personal and how deep would this get? Him having children or a child, I believe, and like what all albums are we gonna go over?
Yeah, they said they're going up to the Jackson 5 era all the way to the up to his death, and they got a really good director, head of this film.
How long is the movie?
Been in
no,
production?
I mean like how long is it going to be like runtime?
Oh, I don't know.
See, that's what worries me because
I need this to be, bro, close to 3. I need Godfather.
I don't think it will be.
What do you think? 230? It got to be over 2 hours.
It has to be, but I feel like it's going to be like 140.
And I want that director cut.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to buy the Blu-ray if this is good. If it's making a mockery, then I'm like, okay, I can't do this. But I am very curious to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do with Michael Jackson in this movie? Like I said, how are we going to go over it?
Yeah.
Like he has a lot of like B.
Yeah.
We talking about legendary figures in music, not hip hop, not R&B, in music. Some of the most legendary figures. This is number one to me.
Yeah.
To me, this is number one.
They got some really good the cast, bro. I'm talking about They got Coleman Domingo, Neil Long playing Catherine. Like Coleman playing Joe Jackson, he about to kill it, bro.
Man, she got Lawrence Fishburne.
No, bro, this man is amazing, phenomenal actor, bro.
Oh, he looks a bit like Danny Glover.
Bro, he's a beast, bro. But yeah, Miles Teller in here, okay. Laura, let me stop that. She a little watty. You remember her on Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Oh, she was Peter's girlfriend, the Vulture's daughter. But yeah,
that girl old, boy. Look, you ever knew that her age, bro?
No. How old is she?
She's 34, boy.
She was like 20. Like you're not creeping up on that.
Nah, but I'm just saying. When she was playing a high school student, she was like 30.
Yeah, but so was the one in Sam Raimi's version too. They was all adults. It was like in their 30s playing high school.
That was different. They used to do it different in 2000.
Facts.
But like we look younger now. They look old.
Hey, black don't crack, B. That's why.
Black dude crack though. I know some of y'all that's cracking like a mother.
Especially that mixed milk. Sometimes that other half of that white milk be
Creeping
sneaking
up on 'em, bro.
on y'all, and it be taking over in that age department.
Fact.
Like,
Y'all
ooh.
seen Corbin Blue lately?
Ooh, that's number one on the list. Sorry, Corbin, but Michael Jackson's biopic, like we saying, it's supposed to be dropping October 3rd, 2025.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where this goes. It's about we're a year outside of the release. We still haven't gotten the trailer for it. We have gotten no behind the scenes type information besides that. It's
Seeing
supposed to be
like,
dropping.
and we were seeing photos of like the cast and stuff.
Yeah, I
especially
bet
like
they
early.
don't
Yeah,
watch me,
yeah.
yeah.
But now I'm ready. I think most of that gonna push out next year.
Hey, B, we're gonna review that for the show.
Bro, we might have to, bro. Music related. I bought the freaking Pharrell, but I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch it, bro. I bought it. I need to buy that freaking. That Lego
set?
too, bro. I watched somebody build it. I'm like, oh, I need that.
Where you gonna put it though?
I'm gonna have it in my office.
Wow.
I'm gonna have it in the background, B. Oh, I can't wait, bro. I haven't even bought the house yet. The house haven't been bought, but I just been buying stuff for the office, bro.
This
Skate
boy stacking
decks, freaking
Stacking
prints, all type of stuff. B. I can't. It's gonna be amazing. And I'm thinking about I want to paint the whole room black.
You gonna paint it?
Yeah, paint it myself. I used to paint with my grandfather back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. But that's about it for the hip hop news and current events that we have. That's literally it.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and go into some of the new music releases and announcements for stuff that is dropping coming soon. And then after that, we talk about some of the albums that's dropping this week. But only album that we got announcement wise is Smino's Maybe in Nirvana. Saw this pop up on Twitter. Seen people hype for this. I just asked myself, why are y'all hype for this?
I asked myself, I didn't see none of this, bro. I didn't see nobody talking about this. I'm like, where he find this news at? I had to click the link. But I'm like, I didn't see nothing about this. Still, after I clicked that link, nothing was on my timeline about the Smino project. By the album. Nothing. And
That's
like,
because the people who like Smino are the people that like Jid, and they're waiting for Jid to drop because he has a problem.
I love Smino, but I think it was mostly due with the politics because we couldn't like hip hop, all that. It was no hip hop
Everything's
Twitter. It was nothing but political
Well,
Twitter.
B, what about Cardi B speaking on the Kamala? The Kamala rally.
Oh my god.
That was a pretty hip
She
hop.
had she did her best Drake impression with
Red from the Blackberry?
Yeah, she had the Blackberry out. But I'm good.
It seems like she can't speak ever without someone writing for her.
But now overall to just stick on the Smino project, I'm ready for it. That's my guy. I'm always gonna support. You know what I'm saying? And I will be jamming that. And I know it's gonna be a step up above from his last project because that's what Smino do. He just gets better and better.
Yeah, he went from ugh to okay.
All right, here you go.
Because that first Black Swan,
This guy.
hey, but Love for Rent. You know what I'm saying? But B, what's dropping this week?
We got Carday dropping. He just dropped the track list as well. Crosswords dropping on.
Yep, and
on
I said that
Friday.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I
don't
saw that.
believe
You
in
saw he had all those features. You
Yep,
said he
all
don't
the
believe in
features.
himself.
I said he don't believe in himself. Because if you was a true lyricist, you could handle most of them songs by yourself. A few features here and there, understandable.
Who all he had on there? But you remember?
I don't. But
I saw Kanye West.
It was way too many. I'm
me
like,
look
yo,
real quick.
I'm not really interested in any of this now. I'm sorry, Corday, but when it comes to certain artists, I pulled it up. Lil Wayne, Anderson .Paak,
we know about
Juicy
those
J, Ty Dolla $ign, Jordan Ward, Raven Lene, which I think this song is dropping either this week or next week, the actual single. Lil Wayne, which I don't know why he's dropping.
He got him twice.
Yeah. Lil Wayne again, Ye, and Joey Badass.
Cause we heard the Saturday morning joint and we heard Summer Drop with him and Anderson .Paak.
Is that the one where they're on like the pool floaties or whatever on the
those
cover?
are two that's out. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, this is
I
dropping
don't know
this
if the
week.
Joey track out. It sounds like it's out.
Oh, that dropped this week, I think.
Yeah, the Joey
I dropped
track.
this weekend. I mean,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see him with Juicy J. That's not even a sound that I'm interested in hearing.
Yeah, I'm not a Cardo guy, a Carday guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I listened to both his little albums. I think he put out.
He has more than one.
I think you have two, right?
I'm not sure. I know he got the one where he has a song with Chance on it.
The one
that's
he's
set on
walking. Remember the one
Scarface.
he's walking? Like his little.
That's what I'm
painting of
talking
him?
about. That's
And
the
then
one
he has
I've heard.
another one, right?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
It's another one.
Oh, from Bird's Eye View. Yeah, I haven't heard this one,
Yeah.
but I've heard what's that? The Lost Boy. I've heard The Lost Boy.
Yeah. Hey man, yeah. I know you want to continue to be a rapper and stuff, bro. I'm not saying like you're a bad rapper. You just don't. You just like me, like J. Cole light. We can check out the project if you want to review it. You know. If you don't, we don't have to. It's up to you.
We maybe do a mini review.
We can do a mini review. We can talk about it. Give
'Cause
our like, I guess not a review of it, but our reaction to it, or if we finish the project.
Yeah, our impressions.
But yeah, our impressions. I don't know, man. I just wish I don't know if this is true. I don't know if you split up with your girl, bro. But like, you had Naomi Osaka, bro. She was tennis. She was killing it. Y'all had a kid together.
Well, I
man.
mean, his homie got, a new girl.
Oh, I saw that. YB and
Namir.
Mir. Bro,
He came out with that.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've been on Baddie Hub and seen her with like, I don't know how many in her mouth, bro. You wild.
And she was on that Adam show that one time.
Bro, you never finished that Tyler Perry show when that dude said, "Open your mouth."
Talk about my girl's watching that
He
show.
said, "Open your mouth." She opened. He said, "You don't think how many men I can see up in there?"
Guys, if you want some good misogyny, come to this show right here. Come to this show right here.
Bro said, "Open your mouth." She opened it, bro. He said, "You think I can't see all the men that been in there?" Hey, bro, people was in the comments on some new assault. I mean,
What?
new insult. Like, I'm like, yeah, bro. Hey,
Nah,
people
that
say they
was
about to
actually
use
kinda
them.
fire.
That was funny, bro. Cause
Hey, that's the only time he had some good writing?
hey, bro, Tyler be having some wild stuff in the shows. But Corday, we might check it out, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing draws me to Corday to really want to be like, oh, I'm championing for him. Like, I don't wish him no ill will or anything like that, but it's just like, nothing ever draws me to go back to his music. Yeah. And I hate to say that. It's just like, what do you offer?
He had his little buzz, especially the commentation he had with like J. Cole with that one track. I remember what's it called, Old Heads or something like that.
When he went over the Eminem song,
yeah, he was like in a barbershop and stuff, talking, chair, whatever, rapping. But yeah. Our next project, we got Maxo Cream Personification, right? Personification, yeah. And this is something we're going to review because this is a guy we're going to support.
Well, we can't talk about Houston.
Oh, yeah.
We can't talk about Houston no more.
We from South Oklahoma, bro. What? I'm like, bro, they see Dallas.
And also, I don't care about Zero.
Yeah.
Even though he came out with 30 albums, which that doesn't mean anything. He don't deserve the notoriety.
I think you like alerted to slow people, like actually not even making fun of like Houston being slow.
So you telling me that Zero's fan base is slow?
No. Some of them. I grew up around a lot of them. Hey, I'm just saying, it's just some people you hear them talk and you be like, why? How are you getting that out of what I'm saying? Oh, what do you say? What do you say? My reading comprehension skills are good. I'm like,
oh yeah, good.
That's when I knew it was slow. I'm like, bro, you just come on, bro.
Because I said I said ill.
Yeah.
Like, why is Zero on no jumper?
Yeah.
Everybody think I'm dissing Zero. Why would y'all not think I'm dissing Adam?
Right. He did.
Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Bro, just wanted to be mad.
And then I was like, I never said like I have a problem with Zero. I said I like Zero. I'm like, I don't like Adam. Yeah. So you don't think that he deserves the notoriety after 30 albums? I'm like, first of all, I don't care how many albums you got out, because if none of them are making any impact, I don't give a F.
And like, come on, bro. Nobody trying to knock Zero shine. He's not getting no shine being on Adam 22 at all. Like, it's all he want to do is promote all the bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm like, you gotta relax. But
look,
we're gonna
y'all
check
don't
out.
Care. Y'all just want him to have shine no matter where it comes from. I said if he was on Fresh and Fifth, though, I bet y'all would have some pushback on it though. Yeah. But y'all don't care who he's.
I'm telling you that he would have been on there. He scrubbed that footage and that audio.
I couldn't find it.
It's gone, bro.
Hey, he did a good job.
I remember that audio.
All I've seen was news allegedly.
You remember that? You remember that audio?
Remember it.
Oh yeah, I remember that audio you had in that closet, bro. And I'll never forget it. Won't come out my head, bro. That tainted me. I was like, dang, bro, you wildin'. Anyways,
ABN.
Oh my days. OR. I ain't gonna say it. Assault. Assault by nature. I don't know. Anyway, next project we got. Maxo. Yeah, we're supporting. We're gonna review that. That's going to the chamber.
Maxo is a really good rapper.
Yeah, facts.
That people sleep on.
All right, the next project is, is a left fielder. I talked about him on the pod before. Black Sam.
I thought this was Nipsey Hussle's brother.
Nah, Black Sam.
I'm looking at him like, what?
Michelin Man, bro. He's out of Florida. He usually put out like really short little tracks. He made like buzz in like the 2020. He don't have like a really big buzz, but he has a little following. He recently put out one of his projects on VMP. I actually bought it. It's like a 10 track. I talked about it on the pod before, like earlier this year when we first started around that time.
What genre?
He's rap. He's a rapper. Hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But he has that, like, he has a little deep voice, and he rap on like little smooth little beats. He's not like super crazy, but I don't know. It's a dope feel for me. I like his style. If you want to check it out, you could. But it's just something I wanted to like show some shine. If anybody ever heard of this, never heard of him, I just wanted to put him on the platform. Black Sound, Michelin Man's come out. Shoot, it came out today.
November 11th. Yeah.
It came out today actually. Dang, I gotta put that in the Doechii. Let me add that right now. That's something I probably could have talked about. I didn't even. Man, I feel so bad now. Sorry.
I didn't notice that this was November 11th. I saw it, and everything said November 15th. I was like, oh, November 15th.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Let me add it to the Doechii.
Yeah, while you do that, that is about it for any of the new music that's coming out that we know of. Obviously, there's surprise drops, which I hate when these artists do that because y'all know when we shoot the show. Y'all always want to drop it like on Wednesday or something when we drop the show.
And how long is this one?
How long is
38
that
minutes. 38 minutes, 13 tracks. Okay, that's well.
That's not bad at all.
He got Terrence Martin on here. Dang, he got a lot of people on here. What is he doing? He got Mike Summers. Mike Shop. Is he rapping with Mike Shop? Is he producing? He got Currency. Bodie James.
Currency.
I think some of these people are producers and they just link. Yeah, I think they producers. Yeah. Yeah, I think they producers. But I know like it's a few features. Bodie's a rapper. Got Terrence Martin. I'm pretty sure he's playing some type of instrument on there. We're gonna talk about Terrence on that album. Cause, bro.
But that's about it for any of the new music that's releasing and that has been announced. Now it's time to get into the music section where we actually talk and review albums because a lot of you guys seem to not listen to albums. You only listen to the artists when they talking about other stuff and drama. So, B, we got about 4 albums to review. Absol, Soul Burger, MF Doom's Food, Penneth, Stacknickles, Ghost in the Vinyl, and Kiran the Nomad, Night Before Party Volume 3. Where do you want to start off with?
I said we can get our 2, underground guys, up and comers out the way first,
All right.
Talk about them guys.
Before we actually get into it, I did create a Google Doc this weekend for you guys to actually submit any of your projects, whether it be EP, mixtape, or albums to the BBC in case you want us to review it. Now, it does not guarantee that we will review it.
Yeah.
Does not guarantee that. So I will say that right now. Says it on the Google form as well. Make sure you fill it out. We'll converse behind the scenes and see if we want to actually talk about it. But yeah, thought about making that because some artists do send us their stuff. Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, you sent this to me like really today?
Yeah.
I'm like, for me in my head, I'm like, album's already submitted. I'm like, all right, I'll make some room for this. But yeah, shout out to all the underground artists who do submit their stuff to us and want us to check some of their stuff out. Both of these guys submitted their stuff to us through DMs actually.
Yeah.
But make sure y'all check out that Google form that I made. It will be in the description down below. So we got Penneth, Stacknickles, Ghost in the Vinyl, and Kiran the Nomad, Nights Before Party Volume 3. Which one want to get into?
We get a Stack. Call him Pen Stack.
Okay, Penneth, Stacknickles, Ghost in the Vinyl album review. Now, this is someone who actually DM'd us on TikTok, and I was like, okay, I see he's following. And I never have a problem like when I see people who follow, show love, and they send us the project because I'm always looking for new artists, trying to see who's on the come up, trying to see what they're actually about to do, what they're gonna do, and I'm just curious to see like where do people start in their careers and where do they end up at?
Yeah, because he's actually supposed to have been in the Rolodex, bro. He's actually Super Galloway homie. When Super Galloway sent us, he DM'd us his stuff. Yeah, we haven't got to it yet, but he got to it. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking, I'm like, man,
he shot his shot.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, his name looks so familiar, and then I went back and I'm like, oh yeah, this is something we supposed to, tackle, man. But like, so many albums come out, sometimes it's hard to get to certain things, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think the most we review in a week is like 5 albums.
Yeah, bro, and then. I ain't gonna lie. It becomes you have to like, I'm gonna talk about this album. You gotta listen to some of these albums. Yeah.
You gotta remember
something. Yes, and then sometimes you don't want to pile too much albums on you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to spread it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's your thoughts on this, B? How many listens you gave it just to get your thoughts on it?
I gave it 3.5. Okay. Today was my half, but because we got this in to review it a bit earlier. Not like we got it in like direct. Like, we went to Spotify. It's all available on Spotify and all
It's been out for a while.
Yeah. So, I went to this project, I believe the day that I sent it to you. No, I literally went to it the day I sent it to you. And I'm trying to look it up. I'm so sorry. Penneth, Stacknickles.
I got it in mind. You got it or you want me to go to it?
Go to it real quick.
I got you.
Thank you, B. Okay, but yeah, this project is 12 songs, 40 minutes. And so I saw that, I'm like, all right, I can knock this album out a few times this week.
Yeah.
And this is before our actual week of when we start doing the album reviews for the weekend and things like that. And first track is cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I'm like, all right. I didn't know what I was getting into with this because I didn't know if he was going to be spiritual or lyrical. Yeah. I didn't know if he was going to be like doing trappy type beats. I didn't know where he was from. And I didn't check out any of his TikToks until after I heard his album. Then I went to his TikTok page. And I heard the first track. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I heard the second track, Villains. It gave me like a Cash Money vibes from the 90s back then, the way that the actual hook was. Hawthorne to me, I really enjoyed it. I remember listening to it earlier
was like
today.
more of the laid back, kind of give you,
Like-
that production was kind of like a Currency Wiz type production.
I think so, but
Yeah.
it was also like the more like personal.
Yep,
but it wasn't like super
he was
introspective.
talking about where
But
he's
it was
from.
still personally like, like, oh, when the lights flicker, that's time for me to go inside.
Yeah.
I like that track. I like Museum Glass. I did not like Eye of Thunder.
Yeah. No, I didn't like that track.
I like You Singing Franklin. That was a storyteller song about, someone getting put on to, certain business. You get what I'm saying? Things happening during that. I didn't like Deliver Us. I believe that was the one with the Jesus Walk sample, or the same sample from Jesus Walk.
Yeah.
To me, it was too slow. Listen to The Message. I didn't like that one as well. But after that, Detroit 9000, Light, Watercolors, Get the Door. The songs where you was like really rapping. Like Detroit 9000, I think that was the one where like it was like a harder type beat. You was just rapping. It wasn't really like a song, but you was just rapping. I'm like, all right. I don't know. I could be confusing that with another song over here. But yeah, it was one of them songs. I was like, dang, I really like this. But yeah, I like Light. I like Watercolors. I like Get the Door overall. I'll get my critiques after this.
Yeah.
But B, how did you feel?
So, how I feel about it, like the first track is my favorite track on here. I kind of feel like it led me the wrong way, because to be honest with you, like that track is when you felt your most comfortable to me as an
Like
MC.
in a good way, or
in the good way as an MC, because like throughout this project, I felt inconsistencies in like how he was rhyming or like how he felt on the beat. It didn't really.
like I said, it's that like that not God's plan. I be want to call it that. Jesus Walks one.
Yeah,
The one
it was a few tracks like that for me, and some of the production on here just didn't stick with me. It just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't feel whole. Like you have potential, as MC. I can see, but it's like some of this stuff just didn't hit me. You know what I mean? But overall, man, I think it's okay. But that Eye of Thunder?
The Eye of Thunderer.
That song right there, bro.
Yeah, like I said, the
one,
three
bro.
songs I had, because as I say all the
Yeah.
time, when it comes to me liking songs, I either like the beat, I like it the way he was rapping, or I like it all together.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I don't like it at all, that means I didn't like nothing.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, the one with the Jesus Walk sample, to me, the beat was too slow. I was like, and then I don't want to say like this disrespectfully, you kind of stay in the same flow for like all the songs, and because of that, like, I get what you were saying.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it just don't feel on certain beats,
yeah.
especially the way that you rhyme and the way that you flow, because it's so similar.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can see how this works on this or it doesn't work on this. Is this album sound-wise, sonically East Coast to you? This sounds like East
Yeah,
Coast.
but
I
he's
know
from
you think
Detroit.
he's from
He's from Detroit. But it's like,
But that's like Midwest though, right?
Yeah, but they have a lot of inspiration from East Coast, and plus, like the lane that he's in is a lot of like East Coast vibes.
So okay,
Yeah,
it does sound East Coast.
and one thing I appreciate about you did try to hit different subject matter. Like you brought up things that's happening in the community, things the storytelling element. Even though that track didn't hit me like that. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know why on some of this stuff, like he didn't feel comfortable as he did on the other one. Like Museum Glass, I like that track, but mostly because of Jalen Frazier. Like that dude I liked his verse. His verse was really good. He had the little nasally voice in a way.
There was one guy. Is that the one that sounds like Jadakiss? Oh no, that's Stretch Money. That's the one that sounded like Jadakiss.
He was on the second track.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But overall, man, like track by track, I'll be honest, like it's only a few songs I really like. Like I liked one song, but some was like okay to
like
me.
all the way, or like you
Like
just
one
a certain
song,
aspect of it?
it's certain aspects I liked about the songs. I feel like this is probably not his best work, and maybe he can do something better. But like you get better. The more you do something, the better you get. I'm not saying you're a bad rapper at all. It's just he didn't fit on on this production to me. Or like I don't know if it's an engineering problem, but sometimes it didn't feel like balanced right.
I understand what you're saying, and one of my problems I had with this project, and I don't want to say like this, to me the production stood out a bit more than the actual lyricism itself or the lyrics itself, because I don't want to say it, I'm trying not to say it mean.
Yeah.
It was, the way you rapped was very predictable.
Yeah.
Like, what do you say? Oh, I got a Fairly Odd Parents. You wish I were Timmy Turner. Like, it'd be something like this, like, oh, you got a Crimson Chin. I'm just like, this.
Yeah,
like,
it's some
it's
bars.
very like, I don't want to say elementary, but it is elementary, because it's like, oh, something like this.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I got a Danny Tanner. That's a Full House. I'm like,
Yeah.
And it reminds me of 38 Special.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but it's like I understand it's like a setup he's doing, but like you
That's
could do
every
it.
bar.
Yeah, it's some ways you could do it, and it's like, all right, the setup coming, but it's like it didn't pay off like the setup. And I don't know if that's your charisma on the mic or whatever. You know, I'm not MC. I know this. Like you probably worked hard on this, and like we get on this screen, listen to it a few times, and discuss your art. But like you know, it's just our point of view of it. Because I know it's not easy to be a rapper.
No, it's not. But also, it's like I guess my thing is, and like I said, I'm not comparing. Even though this weekend we listened like Doom Absol, I'm not comparing you to them.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that's a whole different level.
Yeah, that's
and
why
you just start now.
Right. It's not even if I don't know if he probably been rapping longer, but it's just when we have these type of reviews or like I want to give them more constructive criticism. Like other artists, I kind of be more harsh on.
Yeah.
But I just want to give more constructive criticism on artists like this.
I guess my thing is for me, I wish like you were saying, the setup. I guess that's the perfect way of saying it. Like the punchline, because that's what it is. It's a lot of punch. It's punchline. Rap.
Yeah, that's what.
And to me, it's like that's why I say I don't like because he also goes into that same rhythm as a 38, and I don't like that because it's like when someone's telling a joke and you see the yo mama joke coming or the knock knock who's there. It's like for me, I'm like I don't like that rhythm of rap sometimes because to me I'm like whatever you about to say. I hate to say it like this. The next line that you're going to say is going to be very predictable. Yeah. Like I said, to me, some of the ones that stood out, like, oh, I got a Danny Tanner. That's a full house.
Yeah,
I was like, I saw that coming because as soon as you said Danny Tanner, I'm like, it's going to be something about Full House. Yeah. I'm like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like he said Victor Vaughn or MF, you're going to meet your doom. And I'm like, like that was one of them. And I was like, I saw that coming. And I'm like, that's the thing. It's like, I whenever it was like, it's like when you watch a comedy movie and you've already seen it before and you know it's the joke already, so you don't laugh. But in this case, it's like, I didn't see the movie. Yeah. And every time you would say something, you're like, something. Like I said, it was just like, it was very predictable. Yeah. And like I said, I don't like that 38 special flow because it's like, it's the same one on every song. I'm like, production-wise, I think I like the production the most on this project right here. Like I said, some songs, though, I'm like that All Right Thunderer, the one with the Jesus Walk sample, I'm like, no, cut that out. But besides that, overall, I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. I just need a different flow from some of these songs. Because I'm like, especially the song where you was just like, it was like no hook. I'm like, all right, I like the rhythm of this and I like the production. I'm like, but it's that same flow. And I'm like, I like, you get very comfortable in that flow. And I'm just like, it then if you get that flow, I know it's to me it's like a 38 special punchline flow, and I'm like, okay, you gonna say something's like this, and the other thing is gonna be like that. You like this, I'm like, and to me there's no problem with punchlines. To me, I would like it to be a bit more clever, like a bit more creative.
Yeah, especially when you leading to the setup, because when you lead to that setup, it gotta be something like even with 38 Special, like you probably don't like it when it came to like him on the album, but you said like when he's freestyling like on radio, I'm like, that setup come up, be like, oh, that's crazy. So it's like my thing is with you as a rapper, like, cause like I said, that first track, bro, to me, you was rapping like you not a bad rapper. I won't say that at all, but I feel like on the rest of these tracks, might have to check out some more of your work. I'm on your Bandcamp now, but like it just didn't. I don't know, just some stuff it just didn't feel like you fit, and like you wasn't as comfortable, like in a way. I don't know, that first track, bro. I don't know. I
like the first track.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That first track, I was like,
to me, it sets the tone really nice.
I was like, oh snap! But I'm saying it set me up like, okay. But in some of the stuff, I'm like, it didn't meet the expectations of the first track.
The reason why I like that more than a lot of other tracks is because what he does on it, it doesn't wear off on you.
Yeah.
Like I said, at 38 Special, I'm like, all right, cool, this is cool. But like I said, once you keep hearing that same flow, and like I said, for me personally, people love that flow, so you don't have to listen to my critique at all. Like, this is just my opinion. Me personally, I don't like 38 Special's flow. I'm not gonna say that he can't rap or anything like that. I just don't like that. No. I don't like that. Me personally, like I'm just like, And like I said, the main problem I have with your rapping is the predictability of it. To me, like I said, punchlines. I grew up on Lil Wayne. Yeah. I grew up on Chamillionaire. It was like punchlines is not the problem to me. It's the creativity behind the punchline. When it's too predictable, I'm like, I'm like, I feel like it's not as creative. Like like I said, I'm not gonna give him too much. Well, like you said, I'm not gonna give too much slack on that because it's probably hard to be an artist. You got to find the right punchline to relate to the situation, but you also got to have a rhyme to the next line as well. I guess I just wish it'd be a little bit more complex or intricate. Yeah. Where like you don't have to make that same punchline in that same bar. You can kind of like stretch that bar out and make one big punchline. Yeah. That was me. I wish I had more diversity with that. I mean, you kind of do that like on a song like the one where you telling the story about the drug dealing or whatever. Or like the one with the street lights, or the one with the Hawthorne. Like songs like that, I'm like, okay, I really like this, but sometimes, especially like I said, the 38 Special just don't fit on everything with me. Like I just wish. I would say mesh with the beat a bit more.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could say.
That's what
it.
I'm saying. That's why I was like, I don't know, it didn't feel right. Sometimes I was like, this just vocally don't feel right on this production.
So you feel like it's a mixing, or is it because of his flow?
It could be his flow, but like sonically, it didn't marriage well. It wasn't a good marriage to me. I don't know if it's
he didn't like it doesn't sound right, or like I said, it's the mixing is the problem. Because the mixing can always be fixed.
Yeah, but I think it just didn't sound right.
Like it's not like a good pairing together.
They said some of this production wasn't a good pairing.
It didn't fit with him.
Not to me. But
to me, I guess I don't mind it because, like I said, 38 Special is from the East Coast. To me, a lot of this was East Coast sounding. There was, like I said, that one guy that sounds literally just like Jadakiss on the feature. To me, I guess for me, like I said, some of the production, I'm like, but that's like his thing. Like you could choose what production you want, which production you don't want. But yeah, for me, like I said, my biggest problem on here was the predictability of the punchline.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm like I said, I don't know who you are, but every time I would hear something, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a so-and-so reference. This is about to be a so-and-so reference. Like I said, you mess with my Fairly Odd, you're going to get a Crimson Chin. I'm like,
Yeah. But yeah, man, who are we? You know what I'm saying? We just some guys out here that love music and gonna discuss it, bro. So like, if you ever wanna, we could check out more of your projects, man. I have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I like to listen to music. I like to, give my constructive criticism to, especially to someone that's not at a level as, other rappers that could really like to hear someone else talk about their music besides friends and stuff like that. So it's no problem with me, man. Cause like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We could be homies. I'm gonna be the most honest with you. You know what I mean? And I just think, like, I guess with production, you could pick some beats that kind of fit your style more. Because I don't know, vocally, it just didn't match.
So what songs did you feel like they fit well together?
This Is the Way. That intro track to me was
just
perfect.
That's it. But besides that,
other than that, bro, like, it's some good rapping in spots here, but it just didn't connect, bro. I don't know why. Just maybe I have to give it another listen. I listened to it 2 times. I probably need another listen to it, but I don't know. Hopefully we gave you some of the criticism the critiques you will love, man, and don't hate us, bro.
Yeah,
because
I don't think this project is bad.
No, it's not bad.
But I said there's definitely some work to be done.
Yeah.
But for me, if you iron out them kinks, like I said, yeah, I'd enjoy it.
With anything, man, like I said, like, your rapping is not the worst at all, and you just, as more you do it, you can get better, man.
I agree.
So,
but yeah, Penneth, Stacknickles, Ghost in the Vinyl. Let us know if y'all gonna listen to that in the comment section, whatever you.
Yeah, go check it out, man. Check him out. Show him some support. Hit his Bandcamp, man. If you like his music, support him, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Penneth, Stacknickles.
Yeah.
Next project we have Kiran the Nomad, Nights Before Party, Volume 3. Now this is someone who, again, DM'd us, but this time on Twitter. I didn't know he followed the pod page.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because the whole retweet thing, and sometimes managing 2 accounts, then having to manage other stuff. To me, I was just like, it was just a lot happening for me. And he DM'd me specifically, like on my stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like, does he know I do a podcast? Or because he said you could review it or whatever. I'm like, I don't know if this is like an automated message or like if you actually message me. But like I said, he followed the pod page.
Right.
And so he DM'd me. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. I saw the length of the project, and I'm like, I'm not mad at this. I was like, so I could give it a little listen. I, ran it through you and see if you wanted to check it out for the review. And, this is a 10-song album, 24 minutes. It released October 30th, so Halloween week. Overall, I'm not trying to sound disrespectful when I say this.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been saying this whole episode. Sounds like Epidemic Sound music. And if you don't know what Epidemic Sounds is, if you wasn't listening to the earlier part of the show, Epidemic Sounds is a royalty-free music subscription program for YouTubers or content creators alike to be able to subscribe to this one program. You can actually use the music that's on that website. You can put it in your YouTube videos, your TikToks. You can put the music in wherever as long as you pay for the subscription. You're able to use it. You won't get copyrighted or anything like that. To me, this fits perfectly in that. And that could be either a good thing, depending on who you are, or a bad thing. For me, it's not a great thing. The reason I say that is because this is one of these raps where it's like, how do I describe it? It's in the same vein of the Chris Patrick project I talked about earlier. It's in that same vein of like stuff I would hear back when I was in college. where I'm like, oh, this stuff like it's super relatable. I can relate to this, or it's very chill, but it's also moody and atmospheric to a degree, to where it's like not atmospheric, but it's I don't want to say moody either, but I don't want to call it emotional either. But you could tell that it's a lot more personal. I don't want to say too introspective yet, but it's a lot more personal and relatable. That's the best way I can say that this type of music is. It reminds me of Tory Lanez from back then, not on the same level because Tory Lanez is like an incredible writer to me, but it reminds me of that because at some points I'm like, you trying to sing, you also rapping. It reminds me a lot of like Tory Lanez back then, like on the Lost Cause mixtape that he had, or not No Chicks tapes. I don't want to say the new Toronto either. I'm trying to find some examples of like what this sounds like to me. And I know earlier you said something about the Care for Me by Sabo. To me this just sounds like epidemic sound music where it's like, to me this is the standard rap to where it's like non-offensive. But to me, you don't have enough character to bring me back to it. And it's like, to me, this is like the safest that you can make of music. In terms of like, you don't want to be looked at as the thug rapper. Like I said, like a Boss Man D-Lo, like a Big X the Plug, like a Finesse 2 Times, or Moneybagg Yo. I know you don't want to be looked at as that, but you're also not on the same level as like a Lupe Fiasco and Ab-Soul. You're not like that. It's like that middle ground of like, I want to be relatable. I have some bars here and there. I'm not barring you to death or anything like that. But I'm also kind of giving you my personal thoughts and my experiences or whatever on these songs. But also trying to make good songs as well. So I do appreciate that. Like I said, to me, this... I hate to say it because it sounds like an oxymoron. It's like it lacks character enough for me to go back to listen to it. But this is all about your character, kind of. You get what I'm saying, B? But like I said, to me, this sounds like epidemic sound music. That could be a good thing because there's a place for people like that.
Yeah.
But also for me, like I said, I associate epidemic sound with like a lot of work, a lot of, am I going to put this in a YouTube video? Like, would I hear this on the radio? Like, it's like, just so many factors and things like that. Would I put this in the playlist?
Yeah. So
it reminds me of Pan the Sixth Borough, which if you guys don't know that, check it out, Google them. They're a SoundCloud collective or whatever. This is what this music reminds me of, Pan the Sixth Borough.
yeah, for me, he's I probably have to, I don't know, it's the third installment. So maybe this is like a series of like the mood he put you in on these tracks. But overall, he's not interesting enough for me as an artist. He raps, to me, he sounds like he's running out of breath. Like how you doing this flow. I don't know if that's just something you do like to stand out. I didn't really care for it.
I think it's to add a more emotional
depth to the
I gotta get it.
I don't know.
That's what I think. I'm not sure because like I said, I've heard music like this before.
I think it's just he gave me like, dang, it's like when Lil Wayne it's that flow like Lil Wayne giving, he's trying to be, that's how it was. It reminded me of that when like Lil Wayne tried to get in the introspective bag. It was cool. You got a West Side Boogie feature. I love West Side Boogie. But this project, man, it just what, West Side Boogie? He right there.
Oh, it just said West Side for me.
Yeah, it's West Side Boogie.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's pretty dope. You got West Side Boogie feature, but like, man, this project is like, it wasn't. I don't know. You gotta. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to like. I don't know what else you do because this is a series, a night before party, meaning like you giving us that night vibe. Everything is kind of relaxed. If the vibe, even the cover is black, you with the do rag on. I think
I do like the cover.
So
but it gives me Tory Lanez vibe.
That's why I'm thinking. I don't know if this is just the lane you get into on these night before party volumes. Maybe I have to do a little more research on you. But like for me, this just didn't fit for me. I feel like, like as an artist, man, it's just something about you. To me, I don't care what you are. Like it's something about you that needs to stand out for me. Like I have to grab something, and I didn't grab anything from out of this project. I just felt like run of the mill, generic music, bro. Like not saying like, oh, you're bad or nothing like that. You had a bar in there, like, but to me, you're not like a rapper. Like, oh, I got these bars. It's like you try to, you talk about things that people can relate to, like they're relatable rapper. Like you, like B said, you don't fall in the lane of a street rapper. You don't fall in the lane of this braggadocious rapper. You just like, I want to be this relatable rapper. And I guess yes, you want to be more introspective on here, but like, I don't know. I didn't grab anything from this project, man. And just my honest opinion, I don't know. There's nothing on here really that just grabbed me.
For me, I would like this if I was listening to this to look for songs on my YouTube video. Like that's why I liked it. I'm like, okay, like I can see this in my YouTube video.
Yeah.
But in terms of like putting this in my playlist, like for me to like listen to, like if it randomly came on.
Yeah.
No, and like I said, I've heard this type of music before, and I don't know if I've outgrown this or if I've just heard it done better earlier.
I think-
like I said, the times I was listening to this was when I was listening to Tory Lanez during like his Chicks Tape days, or like the Lost Cause like mixtape, and other people that was on SoundCloud making this type of music back then.
I played this in the headphones. Maybe I need to play it in the car. Maybe I get a different feel for it.
It bumps a bit in the car,
Yeah.
but it's not like
Yeah.
not heavy. But it's
I
not
played it in
bad
the
to
headphones,
listen to in the car.
but,
But
like-
I will say, like, I disassociated with this many times.
Yeah.
because I gave this about 4 listens.
Yeah.
I disassociated with it many times.
I gave it 2, just 2 listens, because I'm saying it's like if I listen to your album and it don't make me feel confused or like, dang, I know I like it, but so and so, but like this one I listen to something, I'm like, I don't think I like this, and I re-listen to it again just to like confirm it. Like I don't think it's something that like I will ever return back to or something like that. But you know, I don't know if I recommend this to somebody. Like I don't even know who to recommend this type of music to.
This is the type of music that, I'm still not trying to be disrespectful.
Now you don't have to be. Look, it's just.
I'm
this
not-
is my honest opinion. I'm not even trying to like.
That's
like,
what I'm
just gonna
saying.
Be real with you.
See, my thing is I'm being real.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to say it in the most crude
way,
and
yeah.
brutal way. Because like I said, like we always say,
We wanna-
it's
yeah.
not what you say, it's how
How you say it? Yeah.
This sounds like the music I would hear like in college, and I would hear a girl listening to this because they don't like the stereotypical rap.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But they also not into the heavily lyrical, spiritual, miracle raps either. You get
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like this is the chill raps where it's like you put this on, you probably heard this on SoundCloud, but it's like, to me, this don't cement anything.
Yeah, this is my thing. When I hear people that rap like this, right? You fall into a lane, but like, what are you trying to achieve with this? Like what do you want to stand out as an artist? Because I feel like you don't have to do no outlandish stuff, but like, what makes you uniquely you? The only thing I can hear is like your flow is like you're running out of breath to me. I don't know why, and I don't think that's a good thing. So I don't know. Like, you want to make this type of music? I want to know like what's your purpose? Like what else you want to make? Just from this, like I'm saying, I don't know, this is just a thing you do in the series. Maybe I have to check out something else. But overall, from this, I don't know, this sounds uninspiring to me. Like, I don't know. It's just music I was just like, huh.
Like I said, I've heard this. I feel like I've heard this before.
I don't feel like I don't know what I heard this from.
Oh, I do. I could literally send you to people and you be like, oh, I know
Yeah,
exactly what you're
yeah.
talking about now. Like, that's what I'm saying. To me, this is like kind of very run of the mill. Like, if you was like putting this music out back then when I was listening to that group, Panda 6 Borough, who was a collective that was making this type of music, I would have thought
is
that you was
that?
part of it. It's some SoundCloud.
Sound like some MySpace rap.
it was a collective.
Panda 6 Borough.
Panda. Like I gotta send it to you. I gotta remember to send it to you.
I'm
After
dead,
the
I'm
pod.
dead.
But that's what it reminds me of in terms of like the atmosphere, the mood that they're trying to bring with the music. Like I said, you're not trying to be like rapidy rap, but it's like you also like you trying to be very melodic as well. That's the lane it's in. Like I said, I liked that music back then because I was like I was in that mode back then. Now I'm kind of like not, and not to say that if this was good, it wouldn't have pulled me in, but this doesn't really. It don't make me want to return back to it. And if this was maybe a more, I don't want to say more thought out. Like I said, it's like it's about his character, but it doesn't give me enough.
No, I'm saying I feel like I still don't know him. Like,
Yeah, like I said, this is the relatable raps, and I'm like, I just don't know how to really articulate how I feel about it fully. Like I said, to me, this comes off as like something I've heard before.
yeah.
Like this comes off as like something I would have heard, not even heard Tory do, but it's a mix of what Tory was doing plus that collective I used to hear back when I was in college as a freshman.
Yeah.
And so for me, I feel like maybe I've aged out of this.
Yeah.
Maybe I either aged out of this or I just don't like this sound anymore. I don't know. Like I'm not trying to bash the project. I'm trying to give you constructive criticism. I just don't know. Like maybe it's the production that needs to be a bit more dynamic, and maybe you as an artist need to be a bit more dynamic and more commanding.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I'd have to probably listen to previous projects that you have and see what you've done differently to really compare it to something.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to compare you to other people because I don't want you to be other people. I want you to be you. But it's like I maybe need to hear what you've done on other projects, kind of compare, this project with that and see what I like from that and what I like from this and see what I could do with that. But yeah, for this one, I don't think I'm going to return to this one. Like I said, this is epidemic music sound. Like if I was trying to look for music on a YouTube video, I would download your music to put it on my YouTube video. But in terms of like me actually listening to this in my leisure, free time, or to review it,
Nah.
yeah. This doesn't make me want to listen to other projects.
It don't sound inspiring, bro. Maybe I'll check it out, your other stuff, but like I'm saying, I don't know if it's just your lane you do on your night before the party, you know. But yeah, that's all I really got, man. Hey, keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, because there's obviously a ceiling for you to grow.
Yeah, and
Like
it seems like you got a following on Twitter. You got like 16,000. I don't know how much plays he getting on.
On Spotify?
Yeah.
He has about 10.7K.
Okay, that's not
listeners.
bad, man. See, you doing,
Nice start.
Yeah, nice start. Keep doing your thing, bro. Like maybe I'm not your audience, to be honest with you, but but hey, keep doing you, bro.
Yeah, I think this format would be better. I'm looking at your discography a bit. This Ambrosia right here, the 4-track EP. This is what I would say like Panda 6 Borough would do back then. This SoundCloud collective that I talk about that does this sound. This is what they would do. They would do multiple 4-track EPs. I think this format is a lot better suited for a 4-track EP. Like hearing, even though your project isn't long, it's like 20-something minutes. For me, I best digest this type of music in like 4 songs. I'm in, I'm out, boom. Like that's 8 minutes. I think that would be like more of a better play, but also this is a series in your Nights Before series. So
What was them guys you talking about?
Panda 6 DA space DA 6
Oh, 6 or 6?
6 TH
Oh, 6.
then space Borough BORO.
BORO.
Yeah, see the little SoundCloud collective.
Yeah, I never.
That's the type of stuff I used to listen to back in college.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He makes music similar to this. Wish you could play it, but I don't know if that's copyrighted. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what this music reminds me of. I don't know if you know them, if you affiliate with them, check them out. That way you can kind of get more of how I'm trying to articulate how you sound. But yeah, that's about it for my thoughts on Kiran, the Nomads, Nights Before Party Volume 3.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't as constructive as I needed to be, but it's like it's hard for me to articulate for this.
I did what I could with the project, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Keep doing your thing, bro. I'm not your audience, to be honest with you. I'm not.
But hey, I gave it 4 listens, so
that's too many.
that's because I try to make sure like whatever feelings I get, because we do listen to so much music, I try to make sure I have everything in my head articulate. Because I forget a lot. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let me make sure I have my feelings set for sure.
Yeah,
that way I remember. Because these next 2 projects that we're talking about, Negro, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot in one, and the other one, it's been halfway for me.
Yeah.
But yeah. B, which project you want to hit next?
Bro, we can hit up that MM Food, man. Let's get the
MF Doom. This is not his first time in the BBC Rolodex.
Yeah, we talked about Mad Villainy. Did we talk about Operation Doomsday or no?
No.
Just Mad Villainy?
Yep, but we only done Mad Villainy. So this is MF Doom's second time in the BBC ethos. Food, the album that came out 2004 during his 3-album run at that time?
Yeah, he did Mad Villainy, this one later on that year, and then the Victor Von, right?
Or the King Ghidra, whatever it's called. I don't know.
King Ghidra's 04? I could be wrong.
I don't know. You know you're the MF Doom guy, not me. Was it King Ghidra?
It was King Ghidra in 04? That was 03. Yeah, it was right around there. Yeah.
Oh.
But no, Vanderbilt Villain came out in 03.
Vaudeville Villain?
Vaudeville Villain, yeah.
Okay, that one also came out in 03. Okay, I thought he had a 3-album run in 2004.
I think it was just Mad Villainy and Food.
Okay, I could be wrong. I apologize, MF Doom. But talking about Food, 20th anniversary B. Nah, I'm a bit newer to this album because I tried this when I was younger.
Yeah.
Wasn't for me. None of this was for me except for Mad Villainy. Going back to this as an adult because I think I listened to it last year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, what was I on? That's why I was doing that MF Doom discography that I have. I was like, what was I on? This is amazing.
This man was cooking.
This man, I like beef.
Hey, literally cooking. Like food, bro. Like
this was certainly. Now, first off, iconic album cover.
Huh? Oh yeah, iconic, bro. So many people trying to interpret this, especially in the underground scene, is getting disgusting. You need to stop.
Hey, your favorite rapper.
right? You don't talk about him.
But I guess we can start off with beef rap. Oh, beef rap. So get your teeth capped. See, I'm not the lyrics guy. I'm gonna let y'all know that.
I'm
right
not
now.
either, bro.
But beef raps. Some get your teeth
capped.
capped. Oh
And
my
get
god.
Your, the type of what do you say about your mom? Like coming to your mom or whatever, get the grief rap or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just like,
cause
oh
like,
my.
bro, it just like if we doing this, how he did with coincide food with the rap game of like making these analogies of like this is what's happening and like put it into food references is so crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's not talking about food and it's oh my god, dog. And like it's so much stuff. Even I re-listened to it today just because I haven't heard it in a minute. I didn't have to listen to it. I didn't even have to. Like I listened to it so much.
I did. But also I listened to it a lot when I first
that's what I'm
heard
saying.
it.
I listened to this like I've been listening to this album like come on like for years on top of years, man. Almost what am I 30? Almost what 13, 14 years I've been jamming this album.
I mean, it's 20 years old.
Yeah. So it's like, bro.
Did you hear this when it first came out?
Crap, no.
2004?
Nah, I was in 4th grade. I wasn't on no Doom. I first heard this probably like my sophomore year.
Would you have understood this in 4th grade?
No. I was understanding Jesus walks, bro. I was like Kanye around that time. But like this album, bro, just
amazing.
Me listening to it today, I was picking up on certain things like, yo, what is he saying? Like, bro, Doom is insane as a rapper, bro.
Like this is like to me, I've said this before. Doom to me is the best lyricist ever. And best lyricist ever. And
then I feel like with production wise, like he was killing it.
I think he only had like one song produced by
he had Madlib and somebody named P and Cousteau. Well, I love that beat. But RNS produced that, and Count Bass D produced Pot Holders, the dude that's on the hook. Get your pot holders. Yeah.
I think he had a verse on there too.
Yeah, he had a verse, yeah. But yeah, man, hey, this album right here is iconic. Amazing. It's a classic.
I mean, H Cakes.
Whole Cakes.
Him talking about being a pimp.
Yeah, bro. Boom, boom, boom.
Super.
Boom, boom.
I love that
how
song.
he flipped these samples and this production is so quirky. It just, like, it's so many people that try to emulate Doom and do it well. Some people do it in the chops and, like, just off that alone from all his production, you can just see how people, like, Joe, this dude, see, it's just so crazy, bro. Like, when you, like, I don't even like the Glaze, but it's MF Doom.
Yeah, you
know.
know.
Also, RIP, bro, like, you know, the anniversary on the 31st of, like, when he passed, you know what I'm saying? RIP to Doom, man. I cried in the Kroger parking lot when I got that news, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, B. And, but this album, man, like, I listened, I told you, I didn't have to re-listen to this. But I just had to go back just to like to feel it. And I was like, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. And then one beer, bro. Like that beat, bro, it's nothing you could never, bro. And sometimes when I hear that song, it's just stuck in my head.
I love the memes on Twitter. Like, there's only one beer left. I love the little memes. Even has that one cartoon you used to have as your profile picture. Oh, yeah. I don't know the name of it, but it's like with the little pink guy and the big yellow dude.
He got a yellow dude.
Little pink dude, circle head. He has like a regular like button-up shirt with jeans on. Pink. Like strictly hair.
Pink guy.
Little pink dude and yellow dude.
Pim?
I don't know the cartoon.
His name Pim.
I know it's on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it was like,
it's called Friends, Happy Friends.
I don't know the cartoon.
No, smiling faces or something like that. Anyways, but nah, bro, that one beer left. That just that sound. Bro,
I love the way. I like the way that H-Word Cakes and one beer really start off.
Bro, it just. Bro,
there's only one beer left. First of all, his rapping on here. Amazing.
Crazy, bro.
Flows on here.
I remember like today I was trying to like follow him in some of the rap schemes and I'll be like, dang, I messed up. I'll be like, dang. But like what's so dope about like listening to a Doom song, I don't know if you ever just picked up the lyrics. Like just looked up the lyrics.
Oh yeah, I did.
It's so crazy.
And I was looking, and if you go on Genius, because first of all, reading them and then trying to get another explanation, you'd be like, you picked up that from that.
Yeah, but like,
and then you'd be like, you see how long the explanation is just for like 2 lines.
And then you could see like when he raps something and like this rhymed with this right here, and it's just like, it's just so crazy. Like, dude, I love doing that with Doom, bro. He was like one of the first rappers when I ever was like, yo, what is he talking about? I actually was like, I need to find some lyrics. Like, he's one of them rapping. I'm just like reading it, like, oh, this is so.
Yeah, MF Doom is definitely one of those rappers really the only one besides maybe Lupe it's one of those rappers where I never understood it until I became an adult. Where I understood the lyrics.
Like,
I
what he
understood
was
the
saying.
appeal.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't
It's just
understand
like,
what you're saying.
yeah, like with Doom, with me, to be honest, like when I got into Doom, it was more like, when I got into Doom as a teenager, it was like, this is different. This is like, I know this is good, but I don't understand it. I just know it's good. The feeling, I just know it's good. I know it's not for everybody, but for me, it fit well. Like,
Do you think someone, I'll say me for example, a simpleton could still find enjoyment in this, even if you don't get the intricacies
Yeah,
and details?
you did.
Yeah.
It's just like, cause
I'm saying someone like more casual than I guess.
it'd probably be hard. I think you have at least an open mind. I don't know. Maybe some people that's super casual, I don't think they're. I don't know. I don't think they could. I think they could.
I will say this:
find
the
some
production
spots.
is very quirky. Where I don't think it's like. It'll be hard for me to recommend someone to Doom. They're like, oh, what's he like? Oh, he's Doom.
Like, come on.
Nah, deep fried friends.
Oh, man, bro. Oh, my God. And then, all right, so, like, we go into one bird, deep fried friends. And then if you go.
Potholders.
Like, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm just going, like, this project, this album is just so incredible. And I know this probably, like, I don't know if any, but, like, my whole, like, from 6, from where he told the story, from 6 to 9 with
From
nothing
like
but the production and
Poo
the skits,
Platter and
all the way down
Fig
to
Leaf
Fig Leaf,
by
yeah,
Carbonate.
and with all the
Skits and all that.
yeah, and
all
they
the
kind of
little-
making it like to who he was, because like at first it was like Doom only did this and that, and then he went through all this, and then he became this to come back to the city, and then he dropped Concarne, and that's like my favorite beat, because I used to have a Special Herbs, because most of his production like on his Special Herbs, I had Special Herbs on vinyl. This is back in like 2013, 2012, and it had that special. Had the special 7-inch, and it had Concarne on there. Oh my God, that beat
was
bro.
amazing. Beat.
Man, I love that beat. I used to slow it down.
I'm not gonna lie. Going back to this album, even though I saw I liked all these songs, because at first I was like, why is there such a big gap? And then I was like, oh yeah, these are skits.
It's a skit.
And so I've heard these first like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs from Beef Rap to Deep Fried Friends. When I'm going back to this album, I'm just like, oh, this is top heavy, ain't it? I went to the technically the third half, I guess. I mean, the third. I'm like, God dang.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't tell which. Like, I like the first few songs, but that last few songs,
like Raps in the Kitchen,
I'm like, what the F is
Cousteau.
like? You did not lose a step, even with this big old gap of you just having the skits, forming the character or whatever. Even after that, you was still killing it, and the features. That one girl that was rapping,
you talking about Geniuses?
Stahir or 40s, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Whoo, she was rapping. Four eyes.
Yeah.
Rapping. Mr. Fantastic, rap snitch.
Bro, where is
Conditions.
Mr. Fantastic? Where are you, bro? We all want to know, where are you? Where is this man?
Doom
bro?
took him out,
Where
B.
is this man? Huh?
Took him out, B. He's
Bro.
the ultimate villain. He took
Bro,
out
Mr. Fantastic's on that rap snitches, man.
No, yeah.
I love that part. Like, you get the whole labels shut down. Y'all snitching out here. And like, come on, Vomit Pit, Cookies. Bro.
Cookies was a good way to end it
Yeah,
off.
to end it, bro. Like
15 songs, though, B.
he ended you out with the sweets. It's so crazy. Like, that's like Doom is wild.
Gave you a
bro.
full meal, B.
And then gave you the dessert afterwards. You know what I'm saying? See, the Vomit
Except
Pit,
for the
you
Vomit
threw,
Smith.
you threw no,
Maybe
but,
you threw up from
but you
after
threw
all
up, and then you
from
had
the rap
some,
snitches?
you threw up from all this food you ate, and then he gave you a dessert at the end of it.
This is a nasty, this is a nasty combination of food, though. From beef to some
it's
little
a lot of
cakes,
nastiness.
Potholders, one beer. Yeah, your stomach definitely was upset to where it had to do some vomit spit.
It's so much that goes on in this album that I'm pretty sure none of us know what he was talking about.
I don't think anyone will ever truly get an MF Doom album. Unless he explains it to you. I don't even think he would do that. That's why he's the villain.
Hey, man. Doom is just so dope, bro. I love this album.
Also, I know I haven't watched this video in a long while since it first came out. That Digging the Grades video where he was breaking down food. That was so good. That video was so good. He was breaking down the production.
You ever seen Doom? He did the Red Bull interview he did years ago.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched it back in the day. But yeah, I remember a few people on there. But Doom was just chilling. You know
he was just in the bag with the mic.
Yeah, with the and he'd be like, yeah. And then also like him talking about like black folks like soul food, bringing up the soul food. Then he said that nasty ragu line. Don't let your girl do the ragu in the rag.
If he said, if your girl's on the rag, don't let her near the ragu, because you put a spell on you, crying out dang boo, something like that.
Because like, if you know the history behind,
like
if
a girl puts her, makes you fall in love with her.
Hey, bro, That's that New Orleans voodoo or something. I don't know.
Facts. But though, hey, no, that H word cakes though. Super. The way he was just rhyming into that one little sample, I'm like, oh my gosh. You see, to me, this is how you do a sample where you have the word and you have to rhyme with it.
Yeah.
Because we've heard a song like that earlier this year. My problem, not my problem. Yeah, everybody on there, horrible. This right here, this is how you rap to where, okay, you know this word is coming up, you still got to do some rhyming in between that. Doom did a goddamn phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I be thinking, I'm like, what was Doom's best album? And it's so hard for me to choose because, one, he produced like most of this.
Yeah.
Like, except for, like you said, outside of 3 songs.
Hold up, is Cookies different?
I'd have to
bugging?
listen.
I don't know why Cookies sound different to me when I listen to it. I don't know if the beat changed or what.
See, I'm not familiar with it because, like I said, I've heard this since I was young to an adult.
Bro, I listened to Cookies, bro, and I was like, I don't know, it felt different to me.
Well, I mean, maybe it got polished up.
Maybe it changed because I saw some say original.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it changed. I might have to check it out because I think it was, bro. I was like, I listened to Cookies. I'm like, why Cookies sound so different?
Oh, it's produced by him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it said original, so I think he had to change it.
Probably because of sampling. I mean, he does a whole bunch of sampling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was probably a sample.
But
I'm like, bro, it sounded so different now. But yeah,
this whole album, man,
crazy album, man, crazy.
And then all the skits. To me, I guess I never really got tired of the skits either.
Because it fits. It felt so well with it's a concept album, like him. It is how he do his skits and mesh well with his character. It just build more around the character. Like it's more lore and like so many people ripped off the comic book, the stuff like that, you know, and like he just kills it. Like I'm like, it's like he had to deep dive for these skits. Like now these days, what I do if I want to find things like that, I go to like Internet Archives and find this stuff. Like where did they go? Where did they go to find all this stuff?
VHS tapes probably.
Man,
they probably went to like not thrift stores, but
yeah.
What did we have back then? Kind of like Blockbusters and all that.
Yeah.
Probably got the VHS.
But they was on, you know, they had thrift stores back then.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they was really heavily into like electronics and stuff like that back then, though.
VHS tapes, old cartoons, yeah, they was into that.
In thrift stores?
Yeah.
In 2004? Well,
yeah,
really,
they be buying vinyl and all that and that stuff. It was like, yeah.
Well, vinyl, yeah, but I guess VHS for me because one, I never been to a thrift store and saw a VHS.
Man, I'm telling you, it don't even have to be a thrift store. It can be like just an old like bookstore selling stuff.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. See, to me, that's understandable. I'm speaking specifically like a thrift store.
Yeah, I got you. I feel you.
But yeah, for me overall, this is a phenomenal project. This project is so good.
Yeah,
for me, Doom's rapping is it's flawless. I'm like, God,
it's like his 3 main projects is Food, Mad Villainy, and Operation Doomsday. Even though like out of those 3 projects, like where do you think Food falls? Because
like where would I put it myself?
Yeah. Bottom, but 3.
Operation Doomsday is nice.
Operation Doomsday is amazing.
But see,
Operation Doomsday is my number 1.
What'd you say about Dang that one time? This one album right here could be anyone's best album right here. Yeah. For me, that's all. I'm like,
but that could be any Doom album, bro. Doom got even just his 3 trilogy, but he got, bro, Born Like This, Crate, like, bro, his catalog is insane.
Even though he has a very small catalog.
Yeah, and it's insane, man.
Unless you want to add his production stuff too, then it's huge.
Yeah.
And you know you have to add all his characters and stuff like that.
Like Doom is
but dope, overall, where would you put it?
It'd probably be 3 for me, because I'm gonna have Operation Doomsday as 1.
That's like when he made his character.
Yeah, that's my number 1 for me.
Mad Villainy is my 1. Probably.
And then Mad Villainy be 2. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I could flip Mad Villainy and Food, just on the day how I feel.
See, for me, I think I'd flip. If I did flip around depending on the day or how. No. I think what it is my number 1 is always going to be Mad Villainy because I just have a nostalgic bias to it.
Yeah.
Number 2, Operation Doomsday.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Then number 3 is Food. The only reason why I dock points from Food is because of all the skits in the middle.
Yeah.
Because with Operation Doomsday, all the tracks are songs.
It just Rounds Like Dimes is like probably my favorite MF Doom song.
The song with him sampling Sade in the first or second track.
Yeah. Operation Doomsday. Mm-hmm. It's just like, man, Doom, man, you are truly missed, bro. Like, I swear, bro. I was crying in that parking lot, B. I pulled off jamming freaking,
I was like,
no, Operation Doomsday. Like, I was just,
B, that means we gotta add that to the Rolodex as well.
And 2029?
Shoot, we can review that whenever we want. Yeah, we can review that whenever we want. What year is it right now? Technically, it's a 25-year anniversary. So if we do it this year sometime, hey, 25-year anniversary.
Bro.
That boy was on a monster run.
Yeah, bro. R.I.P. Doom, man. M Food, if none of you young bucks is watching this, y'all ain't checked it out, man. Do yourselves a favor.
How you feel about the new cover?
I don't like it. Do yourselves a favor, man. I wanted to get the print though, just to get it, but
yeah, I wish.
So what I was thinking about doing, I was gonna buy the cover, and just flatten it out and print it. I mean, and like put it in the case. That's what I'm gonna do, just to get the print, because the full print is technically the vinyl, the whole So it's the back end and that, and I'm just gonna boop, boop, do it like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just buy one of the standard like purple one or whatever that's out.
Ew.
Yeah.
All the stuff that comes with the 20th anniversary edition.
Yeah, I bought the cereal with the figure. I bought that, and I think that's it. I bought from them.
I thought you bought the one big figure.
Oh yeah, that was like 400. It was like 300 or something like that.
What?
I think so, wasn't it?
I don't know. It was like what, 16 inches? Pause.
Yeah, it was a little over 100, I believe.
I don't know.
I think I bugged out on that.
I was looking out and get on down this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
It's
that
still
figure's
there?
calling me. It's for pre-order.
Yeah. Because of someone they stopped.
Yeah, but
Nah, I got that joint, B. I'm gonna put that joint in the office. I wasn't passing it up. I missed out on his old joint.
hey, B, you come in there one day and you see your son playing with you. What you gonna do?
Son. Yeah, man. Hey, yo. Food, man. Food, man. Classic project, man.
Very.
Like I said before, if you guys, young bucks, haven't listened to this, do yourselves a favor, bro. Do yourselves a favor and listen to this, man. Take a bite of this.
That sounds so nasty.
Food.
That sounds so nasty. But that's about it for MF Doom's Food. R.I.P. to Doom. You're truly missed. But B, now it's time to get into our next project and the last project we had to review. Ab-Soul, Soul Burger.
So burger.
Ab-Soul, one of my favorite artists,
Yeah.
especially coming from the blog era. I think he's one of, if not the best lyricists coming out of the blog era, that debuted in the blog era and came out. Ab-Soul, member of TDE, member of the once formerly known as Black Hippie Collective, came out with like what? I don't even know which number album this is, but this is his follow-up album to Soul Burger. And this is supposed to be a concept album. I had to look it up and make sure because when I first heard this album,
Herbert.
huh?
It's follow-up album to Herbert? Oh, you said it's the Soul Burger. What you said?
My bad.
Yeah,
I don't know what I
Herbert.
said.
Oh,
Follow-up album to Herbert.
Herbert, yeah.
I saw both of them and I probably said Soul Burger. But Soul Burger is the follow-up album to Herbert.
Yes, sir.
And when I first heard this album, I went into this, I'm like, I know DJ had said something about the big picture, like, oh, like, you're not supposed to go into this like an asshole project. It's supposed to be a concept project. And I'm like, concept?
Yeah.
I'm like, and so when I heard the album, I'm like, what's the concept? I'm like, and so then I heard it the second time, I'm like, I don't think I'm getting the concept. And so I went to the interview with DJ Head on his Effective Immediately podcast or whatever, and with Ab-Soul explaining it. I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, this makes complete sense now. I'm like, because at first I'm just like, this is half of more of these songs are just bangers than what you would usually do. I'm like, well, I'm not getting it though. I'm like, yeah, you got the rappity rap tracks, but then you got the banger tracks.
It's a dough burger. There's dough burger in them. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
well, it's supposed to be the fusion between him and Trunks and Gohan.
Yeah, then when he said,
Which I was just like,
that line said something like on the side.
He
like
said-
Trunks and Gohan.
yeah, and I'm just like, I get that you had the rhyme, but Gohan never fused with anyone. So I'm sorry. I've been playing Spark and Zero recently on my portal. So no, that never happened. But going into this album, like I said, I didn't really have expectations to go into this like an Ab-Soul project. But I hate when rappers say that because I feel like that gives them an excuse to like make certain things. Just say like, oh, I would rather you say this isn't going to be the typical like lyrical, spiritual, miracle raps that I'm doing. Like I want to try and do a banger album.
But for me, I think it made sense because it could be, you could say like it's an excuse, but it kind of made sense because it's the loss of his homie, and he was saying how like he didn't really rock with my music like that.
Yeah.
Like he wanted.
And
to
he didn't
slap.
have no music to play at the pop out like that.
Yeah, so I'm like, dang, that's kind of. I don't know. I feel like it was a good excuse. Like I was like, I understand.
I get the concept.
Yeah,
That's
the
why
concept.
with the concept, like I just hate. I'm saying I hate when rappers do that.
Yeah.
Like I get it, But I hate when like, don't go into this like an Ab-Soul project. Negro, this is your project. I'm going into this like an Ab-Soul project. I'm expecting some Ab-Soul-isms in the project.
But even just his imagery of like him wearing the braids. Cause
Yeah, half braids. He says against his religion or something to actually wear braids. Which I'm just like, ain't you a Christian? Because you got the ab kissing your thing. I don't know. But that means that I was sitting in all the years when I had braids.
Yeah,
but
it's how hard you follow.
But yeah, first we had the first track with 9 Mile. And I was like, why does this sound so familiar? That I remember me and my girl earlier this year watching Belly.
Aren't you ready?
First off, then
What's
you know,
going on?
I was like, all right.
Soul, was it Soul?
I don't know what the name of the song
How do
is.
you want it?
And
And then hit that with that shook once.
Yeah, no. When the actual beat came in and he started rapping, I like the way that he was flowing on the beat.
Cause he hit the inflow from he did the rabbit flow, bro.
And I'm just like,
I did jump off the bro. I was like, that. This is dope, bro.
yeah. To me, this was it.
Dope.
How'd you feel about it?
Oh, bro, I loved it. I like that. We gonna welcome to the stage, young brother, Soul Burger. What do you call it? Souls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he come on, bro, and I'm like, oh, I see 9 Mile. I see what he doing.
Because at first, because when I first went into this album, I'm like, is he supposed to be like two people, like in one? And maybe some songs he's supposed to be fusing the one person into one, kind of like the fusion, like he said with Trunks and Go On or whatever.
That's
which
what
is
it
still
is.
wrong. That's what I thought at first, but I'm like, nah, this has to be more to this concept.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, oh, so I guess Dough Burger is the banger side, and obviously the lyrical songs is Ab-Soul. When they come together to do that, then
It's
they're
like-
both Soul Burger.
Production wise, let's say, oh, this is Dough Burger, but I'm still rapping like Ab-Soul. But it's some of the stuff I say probably something typical I wouldn't say.
I'm about to say,
but
I feel
still
like-
gave my Ab-Soul isms. You know
I
what
would
I'm
say that he rapped above average when it was the Dough Burger
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Like, it was still good rapping,
but
but
when
it
he got
wasn't
in-
like Ab-Soul rapping.
when he get into his Ab-Soul,
Which
man,
is
that's
why
what
I'm
saying.
like, okay, like I get what you're trying to channel the character, which is why I do get the concept. And I was just like, because I'm not gonna lie, going through this album right here, obviously it's an Ab-Soul album. I'm biased. I like it, and I could be honest with you guys. I think this is and I said this over Twitter this weekend. This is the most easily accessible Ab-Soul album.
man.
After this, to me, maybe Herbert,
Yeah.
or Control System. Control System because it has that level of like some songs can really hit really nicely, but also it has a good amount of introspection on the album.
Yeah.
This album right here, obviously, it doesn't have as much introspection, but when we do get it, we get it.
Yeah.
But songs like Payday, I was like, oh my God, Ab-Soul, what are you doing right here? Rapping? Oh my, Ab-Soul was killing it on Payday. Might be one of my favorite, well, it is one of my favorite tracks. We got to all that.
I love all that, bro.
I was half and half on that
And
one.
then you ain't gotta repeat it.
You know-
That be in my head all the time, bro.
You know who I wish was on this?
what?
Big Sean. He would have fit perfectly on this back then.
All that.
Like,
Oh,
what
like
problem?
King
Every time I
Shit,
heard,
like,
or what's his name? Jason Martin?
It's problem.
Yeah, no. Every time I heard problem on here, I'm just like, dang, I could have heard Ab-Soul on this too. I'm not saying I wanted to switch them out.
Yeah.
I just would have additionally liked to hear
I
him
love
on
that
there.
song.
Because I honestly think Ab-Soul brings the best out of Big Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after his last album, Herbert, on that song Go Off with him and Russ, even
Go
though Russ
Off.
had the weakest verse on
Go off.
there. Yeah. But Big Sean on there, he killed this verse. But we got,
This is West Coast, though. We don't need no Big Sean. Come
I don't
on,
know who
bro.
Thirsty P is.
He's just, I think he put a lot of the little homies on here that you don't know.
Yeah, like Cam Carson.
Cam Carson, Fresh. I don't know who Fresh is.
Did you like the California Dream track?
Bro, I love that
Vince
track.
killed his intro.
Bro, I love the production on there. That meshed Vince so well in the beginning, and then Av finished it, bro. Because he started off and the beat changed, and it went back into that California Dream is probably my favorite track on the project.
Did you like Bucko Jr.? Oh,
Bucko
I like
Jr.
Bucko
was dope.
Jr.
Yes,
Banger. I was like,
I like
okay,
Bucko Jr.
You making an album for me?
I
You
love.
know.
I love I myself and me. I love that. D&D. I like that joint.
I liked her. I liked
I like
Notorious
her.
in that Q's
she
verse
was,
on there.
She was talking about
killing it.
she's talking her thing with. I had to do my Googles. I was on Instagram. hey, Notorious NIQ. I had to check you out. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, more ways than one. But
I
yeah,
had
I heard that verse. I'm like,
I had to check out the homegirl.
I'm not gonna lie. You're nasty. But I'm not gonna lie.
I like
Two
that verse.
female verses on here, and they did a good job.
Yeah, Doechii was mostly like singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I like the Don Julio 7.
I do
joint.
too.
I like him
I
and
was on
Fresh
Don
back and
Julio
forth. And then
17.
he-
Wait,
like,
wait,
what do you mean? What do you mean? He's like, hold on, my bad, son. Cause like,
I liked it.
Yeah,
it was
that-
a very fun track.
yeah. Hey, I like GoPro B.
B.
I like
I'm not gonna
Go-
lie. I liked the first two times. That third time I heard today, I was like, oh no, fourth time I
Yeah.
heard today. I was like, yeah, I can't do it. I'm like, this is
maybe
not
if I-
Ab-Soul's bag
it's
right
just-
now.
I just felt like it'd be played at a strip club or something,
I
bro.
agree.
That's what I'm saying. I
Me?
think that was that bag. I was like, dang, I kind of like this song.
This is
like,
the one song that I gotta skip.
first, I'm
sorry.
My first listen, I'm like, I don't think I like this. My second listen, I'm like, I think I like this song, bro.
See, me and you the opposite. My
Yeah.
first listen, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. $10
Yeah.
Then the second time I heard it, I'm like,
And then it wasn't that long too, so it didn't get drawn out to me. You know what I'm saying? It was
How do you like Saudi Sweets by our boy Devin Malou?
Yeah, I like Sawdust Sweets, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I don't know
Yeah.
why the first time I listened to it, I didn't like the track. Like I didn't press.
Nah, I
like
like
on
it. I love the
forgot.
production on that, and I love the flow on there. Yeah, I like it.
What
Swati
about-
Sweats. I think it's Sweats, right?
Sweats.
Because
Yeah.
Saudi, I think it's a brand. Yeah.
So how do you feel about? So now this is my first time
Yeah, I
hearing
knew
the
Squeeze
singles,
first.
and you knew Crazier.
Yeah, I knew both of them. I like both of the tracks. I like both.
The production kind of
Yeah, it just- yeah.
But Squeeze first too. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I love that beat.
Crazier. I'm like, all right, Jid.
I love
I'm
Crazier
I'm
though, like
all right.
Crazier and Crazier. And
Yeah,
crazier
see, I
and
like.
Crazier.
I think the bass was a bit too. It was too heavy to where it was drowning Jid out. 'Cause you
Yeah.
know, he got that granny voice.
Yeah.
I call it. I call it the Nat voice.
The little nasally
yeah,
voice.
he got that voice. I'm like, that bass is drowning you out right now. Absol came in. Lyrical sparring.
Yeah.
Come on,
I-
come on, Ab. What we doing?
Yeah,
on this?
nah, Jim was rapping, bro. He was
I agree. And then we got Peace.
I
just
love that song, bro.
B.
I love
First,
Lupe on there, Punch at the
Absol's
end.
verse.
Yeah.
Lupe's
And then he went.
verse,
Then he did the little dough burger thing. Yeah.
And then Punch came in.
yeah.
I'm just
I
like,
still hearing dough. Yeah.
for me, I'm not gonna lie. If this was like the outro to the track, to the album,
It would have been.
it would have been perfect. 'Cause I'm like, what the F?
Yeah, Peace was dope.
Oh yeah, Peace was good. Then The Sky is Limitless. I like that song.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm like, I guess to me that's what he was. I don't want to say what he was trying to do with this Ty Dolla $ign song. This is how I imagine a Ty Dolla $ign song was supposed to be. But I don't know why. I
He
just
wanted
like
to get a little
Blast. I
freaky
like
with Ty.
Blast.
He wanted to get freaky with Ty.
Nasty
But
bastard.
that's like one of my favorite freaking Biggie songs, "Sky's the Limit." So I love what they did with that.
Sky's Limitless.
Yeah, Sky's. Yeah, but I'm saying,
No,
Sky's
I
the
know.
Limit.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah, Sky. Yeah,
That's
I
what
love the
this is
little
for.
flip they did, man.
And then last track, Righteous Man,
bro,
You know
B.
he interpolated my boy
B.
Nip on there.
Oh yeah, with the
the
marathon.
sucker proof?
How you gonna hustle? Yeah.
No, he actually used his lyrics from a Victory Lap.
Yeah.
So sucker proof. You know, bust the proof, something like that. I forgot what the lyric is, but it's on the song "Sucker Proof."
But I like the whole little marathon thing you did. You gonna hustle or what? And then like him, then like the Righteous Man, like how much Terrence Martin did the production with how much a dollar cost or whatever. That was like the sample of this. Like he used the same, and I was like, bro, that beat, that production, the subject matter. If I felt this song, I like this. To me, it was
It was
like
a
you said,
perfect outro
you could end it with peace, but like
No,
Righteous Man
is a perfect.
was
Because to
perfect.
me, when
bro.
Absol ends off on him just rapping, I'm
Yes,
like,
bro.
like how he did, I think, on the DJ Premier track on Herbert.
Yeah, like on Herbert. It was
I'm just like,
perfect,
man.
Like, bro, when I first listened with this, I was confused. I'm like, I like it, but I don't know how I feel. Second, it hit me. Everything clicked the second listen, V. And I was like, yeah, I like this. I like this a lot.
And see, my second listen, I'm like, are you trying to mix bangers with like lyrical content as well, like and have half of them have? But see, I didn't know the concept.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
listened to the review when it came out, like right when it was premiering. I was listening to it at work, so I understood its concept and everything. But like overall, without even understanding the concept, I like this project.
So my thing is with this project, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like this project. 'Cause I'm just like, I love Control System. I know that he's not trying to make a Control System 2, especially after listening to this album. I'm like, he's definitely not doing that. I'm like, this sounds like he's trying to go more for the radio sound, which
More
isn't
accessible
always
code.
a bad thing. It just depends on who the artist is and how they approach it. For me, what Absol does, he doesn't obviously he dumbs himself down a bit, but not to where it's like, it's unlistenable. To me, this is, some stuff to me perfectly fits Absol for him to make a banger and this to be easily accessible to someone. Some stuff didn't work out for me well. Like I said, the GoPro track. I was like, I'm like, Ab,
I actually like it,
I like you, Ab. I don't like you enough to like that song, though.
bro. That's to me, bro. If you want to pick a slip, bro, that's the only one.
No, I agree.
Other than that,
Me.
bro, this to me, this album, yes, this album is more Ab Soul than the mixture to me.
To me, I think it's half and half because look at the production choices that he was choosing.
Nah,
I think
bro.
to me this is his most
9
banger.
Mile is Ab Soul.
No, production choices?
Like production, yeah, I think. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant
But,
like,
and then plus, I feel like he was trying to have more
It'd be half
catchier
and
hooks
half.
on this.
yeah.
I feel like to me the banger, like, cause to me like songs like this, Payday, Ab, all that, Dough Burger or Soul Burger, California Dream, Ab, Bucko Jr., Soul Burger, because songs like Bucko Jr. and I forgot another song on here. It sounded like Pineal Gland, but a more bangered-ified version. Like with Pineal Gland, it was Ab Soul, but he was just rapping, no hook, no nothing. On here, he tried to focus on making good songs.
Yeah, but
that
if
was
you-
his main purpose.
I don't
on
know,
this
but when you
record.
get from like after GoPro, bro, the rest is like Ab Soul to me.
I can see Ab Soul.
I think it's more Ab Soul in this, bro.
Squeak.
Yeah, I think it's more
Sky
Ab
is
Soul.
Limitless is kind of. Soul Burger.
Yeah, but that could have been on Herbert because he did that whole other like.
That's why
other
I'm
song,
like, this isn't too foreign to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like he did more so of this type of tracks of like songs.
Yeah, the only song that was to me like, yo, it's freaking GoPro. That's the only song that I could see Ab-Soul not ever doing.
Though that was fully Dough Burger. At least all the other ones, he was Soul Burger. That one was Dough Burger.
Yeah, but nah, this joint is dope. I wish it came out in the middle of the year if I could put it on my. I still might put it on my list. I don't know. I really like this.
I gotta sit with this a little more.
It might be at the
to
end.
Me,
but like,
how you said about the Freddie is a top 10 at 10. For me, this is this right here.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I love this project.
I like it.
Every time I listen to it, I'm like, I'm not getting tired of it.
So
except for the GoPro.
Yeah.
GoPro's the only one.
I was like, dang, I like GoPro.
But it's one of those ones where it's like I can skip it, but if I don't skip it and I let it play in the album, I ain't too mad. You get what I'm saying? I'm not offended by it.
My first time listening to it was in the headphones. I played this in a whip B.
Banger.
Different experience, bro.
Banger.
It was fire,
that's what it's meant
bro.
for, B.
It was fire.
That's what
in
it's
the whip.
meant for.
Everything just. I love all that
B,
though.
I know we got recency bias in here. Where are you ranking this in his discography in terms of his albums?
Out of his albums, I'm gonna go.
B, is this the better version of These Days?
These days, yeah. I say this top 3. This top 3 for me.
Same. I put Control System.
Herbert.
Herbert.
And then
Soul Burger. I need a little more time to really.
Yeah, then Do Without Will, and then These Days. If you want to add long term mentality, I don't know. I always thought this was a mixtape, even though I love this.
I thought it was too. I think
it was a mixtape.
I think he just
put it on there.
Yeah, because I think Long Term Mentality 2 is a mixtape. So.
Yeah. Oh, and one. Yeah. What original? But no, long term mentality. No, they used to be called long term. What? Not mentality. They used to be called long term. Something else.
Oh dang!
I forgot what they used to be called.
But I remember 2 was like him on the front cover.
Yeah, with the black.
With the wide screen.
But anyways, bro, like Al-Soul, bro, you are the freaking Stevie Wonder of this, man. The real Blind Fury. You know what I mean? He like, even though he like, bro, like Soul is beast, bro. Like this man barely can see, and he can rap. I'll rap most of everybody in the world, bro. It's insane.
He sees things that others don't, B.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, your senses heightens in other places.
That third eye, B. That TNI.
It just sucks, bro. It's just sad that I know, like he said, his vision is getting worse. Cause like he said, he can't even drive now. He's not able to drive and stuff. But
yeah, he said like he would trip over pyrotech machines.
Yeah,
you have to remember on the stage.
They always say he be close to people and stuff. Like he's hilarious though, bro. Like he got a sense of humor about it and everything. But anyways, man, this project was really dope, man. I don't know what else you could do. This back to back Herbert and this.
Oh,
Herbert was
back to back bangers,
bro.
Herbert was good.
Oh my god.
Herbert was the one album that I was very hesitant to go to. But,
you didn't know? Yeah.
Yeah, because
he been gone for a while.
Yeah, but that was the one where I'm like, I'm scared because I'm like, you've been gone for a while. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, B. When our ghosts come back, they be coming back washed. I didn't think that Ab-Soul washed for him. I'm just like, what am I gonna get into with this album? Because I didn't really jam with, and I gotta re-listen to Do Without Will. I heard it when it first came out.
Yeah, I love
heard it a few times around then. I'm like,
it's just not that accessible.
Yeah, to me it was hard. Like I said, Control System to me is always gonna be my number one. It's one of my favorite projects. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, but it's also one of my top 10 favorite projects from the blog era in general. But Soul Burger to me, great project.
Yes,
I love the concept, even though you gave yourself an excuse, which hey, okay. You did it for your boy, so hey, can't be too mad at that. You had to make some bangers, so you finally got to the chase realm, even though you was kind of doing that on Control System. But you finally got to, even though you had some bangers on Herbert too, that go off as a banger. don't sleep. But yeah, overall, Soul Burger, delicious dining.
Yeah. Welcome to Soul Burger. Can we take your order?
Welcome to Soul Burger. Can I take your order?
Yes, sir.
But that is about it for Ab-Soul's Soul Burger. Now it's time to get into the discussion part of the show, B. We got plenty of things to talk about. Guess we can start off with the company man and the needle drop saying that Tyler needs to be in the big 3 over J. Cole. And I'm just like, old heads, shout out to my boy Don from Potty Mouth. Y'all old heads gotta go.
Like, I just don't understand why they trying to put, like, when we talk about big 3, we'll talk about a new one. But like, I don't think you can replace them 3.
No, see, this is the thing.
It's a time.
And I gotta put the anime reference in there. It's like with anime. The big 3 is the big 3. You can't change out the big 3. The big 3 is the big 3 for a reason.
One Piece, Naruto and Bleach.
The reason it's literally the exact same thing. had really great sales, commercial success, brought a new like life to the actual genre itself, or to the actual format, or whatever you want to call it. For this, it's the genre, I guess. Brought a lot of new people. It meshed the older heads with the newer heads and brought them all together.
Best of both worlds, man.
Exactly, and for what they was doing back then, they were skilled and making great and had great commercial success. You cannot replace the big three. The big three is the big three. They're cemented. There's no changing
No changing it, bro.
They are the big three. They will always be remembered in hip hop as the big three. We're not calling Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie the big three.
The big three, no.
We're not calling them that. We can call them like the best of some of the best of the golden age, but they don't have the moniker of the big three. We got to remember the era that hip hop was in at that time.
And you can't change it now. If the only thing you could do, you could reverse time and try to add like Fight for Wale if Wale would have made it and kept going with longevity. Yeah. But other than that, you can't change it.
Yeah.
It's not changing. You can't take. And bro, be honest, bro. I don't know if this would be controversial, but Tyler will never be able to get the side of the old heads and the new heads.
No.
He has way too...
he's too alternative.
Not even that. He's a little...
oh, yeah.
And you know how all people are over there.
Yeah.
So, it just... No, he's not,
I think the only time we can have this conversation and replace Cole is if we look at careers and not even replace them, but if we're like, oh, what are our like top 10 artists of the blog era from then to now?
Yeah.
Career-wise. That's the only way we can measure it to where we could change a Cole out. But even then, I'm like,
you can't do it.
We got to remember why Cole, Drake, and Kendrick are up there. Even though someone told me, I was like, why is Drake in the big three? You said he can't rap well. But you said that the big three is full of people that rap well. You know, that Elgin dude, the corny dude.
Oh my God.
Remember because I told him, I said, he was like, they're not in there because they rap well or that they have good songs. Okay, I'm like, okay, why is Drake in there?
Yeah.
He's being compared to Kendrick and J. Cole.
Drake raps well, Kendrick raps well, and J. Cole raps well. And they have
There's different levels to each of their rapping well.
Facts. And they have mass popularity. They got radio hits,
success.
Commercial success, Billboard success. Like, Tyler do not have Billboard success. Not compared to even J. Cole.
He doesn't have Billboard success until Flower Boy.
Yeah. And not even like, bro.
It's just a bunch of revisionist history.
Bro, it's just not gonna work, bro. And I'm like, why? You gotta. I love you guys, bro. I love, I love the company man. I love the needle drop. Anthony, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all know that. And like, y'all have this vendetta against Drake. Everybody, like most of the people I see in the hip hop media that's actually getting more like, except for like my guy Wayno. Wayno keeps it a buck across the board. That's like my favorite guy I go to. Other than that, bro, they be sucking the teeth of Kendrick Lamar. Like, I'm like, yes, he's your savior. Yeah, man, it's like, bro, like, why y'all really to throw Drake out or something like that? Or J. Cole.
Because he doesn't uphold a lot of hip hop standards to everybody. I see some people say that he's not a good MC still now.
J. Cole or Drake?
Drake.
Bro, I was listening, another album I listened to, Her Loss. Listen to Her Loss, I forgot.
Did you enjoy it?
There's some stuff on there, but not overall.
It's not Grammy worthy.
Yeah, it's some stuff.
Even though we don't take the Grammy seriously, which we'll talk about later.
But nah, it's some stuff on there though I enjoy, like Middle of the Ocean or whatever. That joint, that boy was rapping, and I'm like, come on, bro. When Drake getting his baggy, bro, he's rapping.
But he's melodic and he's too sensitive.
He has to appeal to everyone. That's how he got in the big three. You know what I'm saying? But
people
no, we
like
can't
to have revisionist history.
Yeah, Tyler is not gonna be in the big three.
And the fact that y'all want to put Tyler in there over Wale, we gonna act like Wale didn't exist at one point?
Because at that time, Wale had the commercial success. He was blowing up, and he could rap. Like he was Wale, Big Sean. These was the guys. Even though Tyler Creator was around that time, but he was a young guy. He was off to the ground. Yeah, he was in the other side of that. Y'all understand? Like it's like different genres in movies and stuff. Like you got the major pictures. And you got the indie films. Tyler was that indie film guy that directed an indie film, and then he ended up getting into, his he had to come up. You know what I mean?
For him,
he's like Fruitvale Station to freaking Black Panther, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
For Tyler, he has cult classics.
Yeah.
But they not classics. Yeah. Like he don't. Maybe he has a classic now, but even so, if he does have a classic, it's not a hip hop classic. Igor ain't no hip hop classic.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn good album though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Well, Wolf a classic to me. I said to me. Personally.
I know. I understand. I would understand if you said like blog era classic. I personally wouldn't call it classic.
I love it.
I'd be a bit hesitant.
I was 16 when we first locked eyes. Scrawny little. Yeah, I was that guy. I was down.
But yeah, Tyler, no. He had no commercial success during the blog era.
Nah.
Maybe with Yonkers.
Yeah, but I'm saying, y'all gotta understand about the time now. Y'all think, no, you can't take away J. Cole from the big three. y'all think about it. Just really think about it. Use y'all little brains. Not saying y'all have little brain because y'all are big brain people, but I'm just saying like
sometimes that big brain be getting in the way.
Yeah,
of
it's like,
common
bro.
sense.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like that's like me putting Dragon Ball Super and Boruto all in the big three.
Yeah, see,
with One Piece.
Dragon Ball,
I'm not doing that.
Dragon Ball Z is like the Jay-Z. It's like the Nas. Like it was before the whole era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I remember when Naruto, Bleach, and all that was popping, One Piece. I wasn't into anime. I was the guy like, oh no, I like the
Fooly Cooley, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I like the Cowboy Bebop. I like that
Samurai
stuff. At that
Champloo.
time, like, yeah, I'm listening to stuff like that. Technically, I'm listening to the Tyler creators. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, nah, bro, relax.
Yeah, I hate this whole erasure of the big three thing
Yeah.
because it's just like this is revisionist history. People just act like Drake was always whack. I'm just like, dog, do we not remember Take Care? Nothing was the same. I'm like, look, I love Kendrick.
Not even that, bro. Like, he still have great rapping still.
Yeah, I just
Even
think
go
that
back to the
his
beef
quality
and some
of-
good rapping in there.
I just think his quality of music is
Yeah,
diminished.
it's because who he is.
But
it got
also we got
watered
to
down.
think J. Cole has a questionable classic.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's still rapping. He still has a huge fan base. He still have commercial success, Billboard success in the last 3 years with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys, think about it. Like,
But
just
B,
think about it.
it's Drake. You can't put Drake in rapping
Yeah.
conversations.
And everybody wanted like, yo, we could put Future in that, bro. Future's in a different lane, bro. Yes, he has them. He don't have the rapping ability though. Like, yes, he's Future.
He has
the
commercial
hits,
success.
commercial success, popularity, all the babies in the world, but he don't have the lyrical content like them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Like I said, the only way we could not put J. Cole on top in the big three, even though I don't think that you could change it, is if you're listing like careers over time and impact. But even still, you're not changing the big three.
Nah.
You could say, oh, who are the top three guys from the
I
blog
don't
era
know. I
now?
don't know if you saw that tweet. They're like, yo, Tyler does everything better than J. Cole. Now you can't name one thing, and I feel like he can rap better than him.
I'm about to say, J. Cole, to me, Tyler has better albums than J. Cole, but that's over the last few years, though. Just like how J. Cole has been making some good projects. But ever since 2014, Forest Hills Drive, and some projects here and there are pretty good, even though I like Born Center a lot. Tyler, to me, he's better at making albums, but he's not better than J. Cole at rapping. Rapping ability? Yeah, I see people saying that. I don't get why J. Cole's the new barometer of, like, who should be, like, the top guy. I'm just like, why does everybody want to compare J. Cole to people? I'm like, oh, Freddie Gibbs' discography is better than J. Cole's. I'm like, all right, dog. Like, I'm tired of y'all trying to compare everybody to J. Cole. But yeah, I don't think Tyler raps better than J. Cole. No. I think J. Cole, while I do get on him and criticize him a lot, I think he's a goddamn good rapper.
Yeah.
His albums need a little bit of work. That's all it is. Tyler is better at making albums, though.
Yeah.
Overall projects. But rapping wise, if I had to put one against each other, in terms of like who would have a better freestyle, I'm giving it to J. Cole. I'm giving it to Jermaine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, that's it on that. Tyler will never be in the big three.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what could be the title be. Tyler will never be in the big three. He will never be.
That'll definitely get some people going.
He will never be in the big three.
Even though people that will disagree are probably people who were born in the 2000s, so I don't care. People who just got on the Flower Boy and it was like, oh, Tyler's always been my favorite artist. Shut up.
Shut
Next discussion that we have, was Young Thug hacked, B? This weekend he came out with a tweet. What did he say? He said something against Gunna.
Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy.
And then he came out with some other tweet too. What did he say to the little baby? Wham.
Let's drop one of the rats.
Rats. Yeah, Peter.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'm trying to think. Is this him or like his social media? Like, what are y'all doing?
Well,
like,
first of all, him tweeting from jail. Someone has his account.
what do you mean tweeting from jail?
Remember the Drake?
Oh, the whole
Future?
Drake thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's make up. We gotta get this bread together.
Yeah.
Someone has his account, and I don't know if someone has his account and someone hacked it, took that guy's phone, because I don't think it's just crazy. Or maybe Young Thug is like doing something where he's putting all these theatrics out, trying to play it up, and then him and Gunna are gonna come out on stage together or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is all
Publicity.
a publicity stunt, because even though academics has been going on saying, why you think Lil Durk don't like Gunna? Why you think Lil Baby don't like Gunna? Like, Thug told them specifically that Gunna was a snitch. Or something like, oh, this is a real plea deal on your head or whatever. I think this is all publicity stunt.
I like to see like fat Young Thug, even though he's not fat, but Thug
Bigger
is
Thug.
bigger
That's
Thug,
big Thug.
and skinny Gunna now. It's like reversed. You know, Gunna used to be the little chunky.
No, just Thug found the weight that Gunna lost.
Bro was picking up all the weight that Gunna supposed to be picking up in jail.
Hey, Hey, he was getting a lot of that cheese, B, in
Hey,
two
man.
ways.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. I really hope that, Young Thug not dumb enough to be like tweeting about rats and stuff, bro. You can't be on that gang activity stuff. You gotta relax,
A
man.
lot of people are saying that he's not gonna make these 15 years, B.
He got it, bro. He got it, man.
I think it's all a publicity stunt because ain't no way. And even though it is a tweet and delete, nothing's truly ever deleted. It's just not on your profile to where people could find it.
Yeah.
But it's always gonna be on the internet somewhere.
Oh, most definitely. You can't escape it, bro. We gonna see it.
This reminds me of Gucci Man when he used to be hacked back then all the
Him
time.
wilding on Nicki Minaj and all that.
Rick Ross.
Yeah, yeah, he was just.
Oh, I was hacked.
Nah,
No, you
yeah,
wasn't.
you got some bad pills, buddy.
Facts.
But yeah, I don't know, bro. I hope I hope it's not real, and somebody just holding his Twitter and just saying some stupid stuff and they get fired because we don't need this. I really want Gunna and Young Thug to make music and stuff together, man.
But that plus also Gunna said I'm still on YSL.
Yeah,
Like,
he
still good.
been making the money on YSL, bro.
I
He the
mean,
one that been keeping their label alive.
Isn't he the one that? Isn't Young Thug the one? I'm not sure.
That said that wanted to make music with Gunna and be with his brother. That was the only people, that's
So,
out of the YSL camp.
I don't know. I don't think that tweet was. I think honestly, it was someone who's maybe over the social media account. Maybe someone got their phone, said it, clout chasey, try to stir up drama. Academics obviously putting fuel on flames.
Yeah, but that's a part of his marketing, bro. That's
Yeah.
act. He got to be involved in everything. Like, sometimes it get annoying, and that's him. I haven't even been
I
clicking.
don't take it serious until I see a source, an actual source.
I haven't even clicked none of those posts. I haven't watched no act stuff in a minute.
I watch it because it's interesting.
Yeah, it just.
I like to see his perspective. Do I always take it seriously? No.
No, when I go on YouTube and I see his clips he make, I'll watch it.
Oh, I thought
when
you
it comes
meant
on Twitter, no, because I know it don't even be him
be out of
sometimes.
context.
Or if it is him, he's trying to stir up, conversation. So that's why I don't click it.
And then most of the time, it's just people posting that Wade from Kim Possible with the burger.
Yeah, people want him be wishing death on him and everything, bro.
Yeah, which is sick. All he's doing is giving his opinion. Y'all ain't got to.
Oh.
But yeah, Young Thug. I don't think it was you, but please just don't mess.
Yeah, man, don't come on. We got to stay with the family, man. Come on, stay out of it.
Facts. Plus, I don't know. He hasn't been addressing anything either. He hasn't been on social media. He hasn't been making no videos. The only time he's really been shown on video is when he was with T.I. I'm pretty sure that was T.I.'s people.
How he's gonna be with T.I. fella?
See, that's what he was saying about that snitching commercial.
Yeah.
That give a tip case or whatever it's called. They was like, yeah, they probably wiped that off.
Because he was like, come on, my stuff got expunged. Come on, man, I'm not a felon no more.
Facts. Because everybody was saying that. They was like, oh, he's going back to jail, guys. I'm like, all right, calm down.
Grammys.
This was the talk of the weekend.
Man.
B, I thought people didn't take Grammy seriously.
They take it seriously, B.
I said they take it seriously when it's their favorite artist up there. When it's
That's
someone they like, yes, they deserve a Grammy. As soon as their favorite artist gets snubbed, Grammys ain't even serious anyway. Who takes a Grammy seriously? Oh.
Do you want to list out some of these hip hop listings?
Let's list out album of the years first.
Okay, do album of the year.
Andre 3000's New Blue Sun. Not a rapping album, B. That flute album. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet, Charlie XCX, Brat, Jacob Collier, Billie Eilish, Chappelle Rowan, Taylor Swift. Y'all not here for them. I just wanted to list the black
It's all
people.
political stuff.
Now we got records of the year. The Beatles. I didn't even know they came out with a new song. Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. I've never heard that song anywhere. Well, we reviewed the album.
Yeah, I heard it when it dropped.
Sabrina Carpenter, I've never heard it. I've only heard it because they tried to put it on my Spotify recommended. No. Now Kendrick Lamar's on there. Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
We got Best New Artist, Doechii, Shabuzi. I believe these are the only two blacks. Song of the Year, which I don't get what's the difference between Song of the Year and Record of the Year.
I think it's like, dang, I saw somebody break it down.
Because ain't they just all songs?
I think it has something to do with songwriting.
Oh my gosh. So I guess it has to have a hooker or whatever.
Like
People were saying, why is Euphoria up for a Grammy?
It's like a 5-minute track with like 3 different sections.
B.
Even though that's a fire song.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
To me, it was one of the best of the beat.
Yeah.
But B.
Yeah, no.
I've never heard Euphoria on the radio. They talking about that should have been up for a Grammy.
No.
Over Not Like Us. Dog, can we stop being stupid for once? Please.
Not Like Us has a hook.
Huh?
It has a hook. I think Shabuzi should win this joint. That
Tipsy?
song, oh please.
I didn't like Tipsy like that.
Please.
Which song is that?
Away from me.
That's our
Dun,
Sabrina
dun,
Carpenter? Where do you be hearing this at?
Boy, my ears is to the street in Target. Boy, what you talking about?
Yeah, Target. Okay.
I'm in Target every Saturday.
Best R&B song, even though y'all not here for that, SZA, Saturn, Mooney Long's Ruined Me. Coco Jones, Here We Go, Thames Burning, Kalani After Hours.
Tim's gonna win.
Why, B? Is that a diversity play?
No.
DEI? Best Progressive R&B. Yeah.
Nah,
R&B
we list out
performance.
everything we care about, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Except for the rap. Where's the rap section? God
performance
dang.
at the bottom.
No.
And best rap album.
Dang. So, best rap
Best rap
performances
song,
we
too.
have is Cardi B, Enough. I don't think, Common and Pete Rock featuring Pasta Noose, When the Sun Shines Again. Great song. Doechii's D-Song Ultima. Good song. Eminem's Houdini. Future Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar, Like That. Glorilla, Yeah Glow. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Kendrick with 2 nominations.
I think Like That should win that one. I think it was a really good performance out of all three of the production, Future, Kendrick. What you think?
Out of which one I think should win it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Glow. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I don't say all three for the Like That, Kendrick stole the show. To me,
Well,
Future.
yeah, Glow not gonna win this. Be honest.
No, I said what do I thought.
You
what do
think
I want to win? I thought you said what I want. To win.
You want Yeah Glow to win,
In terms of like songs, where I'm like, oh yeah, this is.
bro? What? Come on.
But out of these two, I think
Best
the two
melodic
that
rap
will win,
performance.
the two I think would win either is Like That or Not Like Us. That's who I think.
Bro,
the two
Glow
would
is not
win.
even getting close to Houdini. B, come on. Or Enough
you
by
ain't
Cardi
get-
B,
see, now
because
you
her
ain't.
other song was more. I heard that everywhere more than
What,
Yeah
Yeah
Glow.
Glow?
What was that other one she got?
Wannabe.
I don't know, bro. I don't keep
Don't
up
do,
with Glow.
but best melodic. Do we care about best melodic rap performance?
No, I don't.
Okay, we still don't. Wait, are these albums or? Oh no, these are songs.
Features.
Big Mama, what the f is lot? Okay, what are we doing over here? Best rap song: Rhapsody featuring Hit Boy, Asteroids, Ty Dolla $ign and Kanye West, Carnival, Future, Like That, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, Glorilla, Yeah Glow.
I say Not Like Us win this one. Rap
Like what you
song?
want to win, or what do you think will win?
I think it will. Best rap song.
Oh, I think Not Like Us will win.
Yeah, I think so.
Cause I'm sorry, but Not Like Us not winning any type of
Yeah, it
Grammy
gotta win
would be
some.
criminal. I'm not gonna lie.
You think Kendrick gonna show up?
You know he's an industry guy, even though he says he's not. I don't know. I mean, but also, didn't you say they don't even do the rap performances at the Grammys?
They don't do best rap album. I don't think they show that.
I thought you said they didn't show any rap.
I think they
at the
show some
Grammys.
of it, right?
I'm not sure.
Man, they probably don't remember.
Before, because Killer Mike didn't.
Yeah, they don't show. Damn, they keep you niggas outside.
Best rap album. B's #1 album of the year. J. Cole's Might Delete Later. Common and Pete Rock's Auditorium. Please. Doechii, Alligator Bites Never Heal. But B, that can't be in there. That's a mixtape.
It's an album. Like I said, it was.
But B, she said it's a mixtape.
It's
So
an
I think they
album.
should respect her wishes.
Ain't no such thing as a mixtape.
Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady.
He's winning. He's M for the winners.
Macklemore Part 2.
Not even. No, come on, bro. That's disrespectful.
Future. I am being disrespectful to Macklemore. Future and Metro Boomin's We Don't Trust You.
Nah, you gotta understand, bro.
I want Common and Pete Rock to win.
That's not.
Killer Mike won last year.
Yeah, but wasn't no Eminem in the freaking bunch.
I know.
If Eminem don't win, it's gonna be Future or J. Cole.
Does Future have a Grammy?
I think Future won a Grammy before. I won't know what.
I don't know if it's for
but-
writing credits or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I couldn't tell you. I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I would love to see Common and Pete Rock the Auditorium Volume 1 win because it will really show like there is a place for older hip hop to still exist in today's climate.
Really good album. To me, it's the best album out of all these categories. Out of all of them in this category.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yes.
Of what I listened to this year, I listened to all these albums.
Wait, we reviewed them all.
Yeah, we reviewed them all.
You say that like it was exclusive to you. Talk about
Nah,
I
nah.
listened to all these albums.
I'm just saying because some people haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just speaking.
Well,
for
B,
them.
some people don't listen to these albums until the Grammys come out. Then they're like, oh, I got to listen to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's Grammy
saying.
nominated. But yeah, we have reviews of all this on the channel, so make sure y'all check it out.
Yeah, and like out of what I didn't like 2 of these albums, and those are the ones I think gonna win. The freaking Eminem and Future album.
I
Those
think
albums
about
I didn't
saying
care
J.
about. I
Cole.
think they're gonna win just because of popularity.
Oh, of course. But we know, B, the Grammys always gets it right, so it doesn't matter what you think. It's about what the Grammy votes.
Sure.
I want to know how that works.
Yeah.
But I want Common and Pete Rock's Auditorium Volume 1 to win, but I don't know if it will. Is there still a place for old man hip hop? I don't know, B. I think Common and Pete Rock might really have a strong chance of winning. But also Doechii is on here. She's the only female out of these guys.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. You think they can good transition to our next topic?
I think so, B. Let's talk about this Doechii hate because there's been a lot of it happening this weekend on the TL.
They said it's the agenda, B. And I saw some people throwing out shots at others. First, I thought it was a shot at me, but
Why you say it was shot at you?
because I was up under somebody comment saying the Doechii agenda. But I was saying like, yo, she next up. My agenda was saying like, oh, they're trying to force Doechii. I was just saying, yo, hey, I'm behind the agenda of making her, do her thing.
Do you think there's an actual agenda?
Yes.
I do. I think it's just.
I think they pushed the button.
I think an agenda is done by marketing, and the marketing is just done really well for Doechii.
Bro.
I have no problem with the agenda. I do like the hate.
Bro.
I only like the hate if it's genuine hate.
Schoolboy Q didn't get one. This dude arguably are one of the top 5 hip hop album this year. Mm-hmm. And he's not in here. And they come from the same label. Mm-hmm. What a coinky dink. You had your times, Q.
But B,
we gonna do
I don't think you're doing the science right now.
What's the science,
Doechii is a woman, black woman, dark skin. Mm-hmm. Think about it, B. And she dresses weird.
Yeah, and she like girls. That's mad agendas on B.
And she was doing that thing with Tyler. What's her name?
Katy Perry.
I'm just saying, B.
Scissoring on the MTV VMAs. Or
Is she one of those artsy fartsies, and that's why the Grammys will like her? She's different. She's not like one of them other negresses.
She's not like us. But I don't know. I just feel like Vince Staples should have got a look, and Schoolboy.
He should have got a little look.
I don't know if they.
Who would you have replaced though?
Oh, Mike Delete Later will be gone.
I agree.
Eminem Houdini will be gone.
I agree.
And then to me, that's fine.
Yeah, Doechii hate. I'm not gonna lie, it has been hilarious.
Nah, the Doechii hate been funny. It have the timeline on the hoorah.
Yeah, but I hate when people Doechii hate is so forced. Y'all's glaze ain't forced.
Yeah.
I came on here saying that the project was good. I'm like, y'all just glazed a little bit too much.
To me, all hate and love is deserved. It's just for different reasons. Sometimes you need that hate to fuel the love. You need that motivation. Like everybody not gonna like you, especially now. Doechii at the limit of like she's getting a lot of faith, a lot of eyes on her. So yeah, people don't start disliking her. But yeah, I think it's cool that she got. I didn't think she would have been in the best rap album, to be honest. But best new artist, yeah, I think that's deserved. Yeah. But I'm not saying she don't deserve best rap album. I just did not see that look coming.
I didn't either, especially so soon.
Yeah, it felt like that. Even though I know she hit the market because the time limit. I think August. It's like August, and I think she put out like August 29th or something like that. Mm-hmm. She's not the first artist that ever got August yet. So.
But did you see that one conversation I had on the TL with someone? B?
No.
So this person said, "How you feel about Boom Bap by Doechii is really a barometer on if you actually like hip hop or not, and a lot of people are failing."
Yeah.
So I said, "I don't think so. I like her project, but I didn't care about that song like that, and I feel like I love hip hop."
Yeah.
And so then he commented, "I think a lot of people like more rap than hip hop, and that's where the issue lies. Boom Bap, in my opinion, uses a lot of classic hip hop techniques, which once people started talking like that, I'm like." I'm looking at you a bit sideways. Yeah. With technique, Doechii's own twist. I'm not saying it's the best song on the mixtape, but as a hip hop record, it's pretty great. Okay, Anthony Fantano, as a hip hop record. I'm like, man, you don't say song, Negro. I say everything music suggests, which is why I wouldn't use one song as a barometer. And you'll have to explain that rap over hip hop point to me. Everything in music is subjective. Your opinion of someone's music is subjective, but an artist's ability to use musical techniques effectively could be very objective. Which effectively is also opinionated, but all right. Rap and hip hop aren't interchangeable. Hip hop is a broader term, while rap is a type of hip hop. Keep going. I mean, conversation between people's opinions and music is all subjective. I wasn't specific enough, and okay, now that you define it, I think way more people like hip hop music, not culture, than rap itself. Which he was like, yeah, I think more people like rap than hip hop. I'm like, yeah, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing? Like, no. And then he said, I think people like hip hop culture and rap music more than the artistry that hip hop and rap brings.
What's his skin tone?
Black.
You a black dude?
Mm-hmm. In Boom Bap, she not only raps but sings, uses onomatopoeias, harmonizes, switches flows constantly while staying on beat, and has impeccable cadence. I say yeah, but many rappers are doing all that over the genre. I mean, all over the genre. I don't think Doechii doing that is very special, just more unique than the rappers you'd hear on the radio.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still sound in this conversation. I heavily disagree with that. I can't think of many rappers that are doing this at the same level as Doechii. And I said that are rapping at a hard bar at a high as a level as Doechii. If so, you don't listen to much hip hop outside of the mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I'm still valid in that. Most of the stuff I listen to isn't mainstream. LOL. Who would you say is at the same or similar level? Now, B, you know I had to cook a little bit. And this is off the dome. I said I can name plenty of rappers at a higher level. Kendrick, Freddie Gibbs, Absol, Rock Marciano, Boldy James, Rhapsody, Lupe Fiasco, J. Cole. And that's just off the top of my head of rappers still rapping currently.
Yeah.
I wanted to put, I gave him a little easy. Besides Rock Marciano, I label all those people as mainstream, but look at who you're comparing her to. Those are some of the greatest rappers of our generation. They've all been in the game longer than her. I'm like, so who am I supposed to compare her to? Boss Man D-Lo?
Yeah, I don't know.
Big as Blood, Megan Thee Stallion? I'm
I
like,
guess so. I guess he wanted to say like it's a new, fresh thing, like somebody new.
Doja Cat. Which I seen a lot of people saying, oh, she's a Doja clone, which didn't I say on that review she do sound like Doja Cat? I'm not saying she's exactly it, but I'm like,
she don't sound like Doja, man. I listened to that Doja Cat album. I told you I forgot to talk about the album. That shit was cheeks.
No, album, you're bugging. Album, rapping wise, they sound similar.
Doechii's a better rapper than her.
I agree.
Like sounding wise,
Sonically.
Sonically,
Like
that's something somebody.
Voice.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's something you really can't control. That's just how somebody sounds.
No, I know. But to me,
Doechii's way more.
But I liked how they were spinning that on the narrative.
Yeah, I was like, that was funny. I was watching people go crazy. I was mad about that.
But yeah,
damn boy, y'all was talking.
Yeah, because you're not gonna say like, yo, I told her I can name you better rappers. No, name some. But those people are.
They've been here for a while.
I'm like, dog, I named rappers that were currently rapping. I could have went way further than this. They talk about I don't know many people rapping at this level. There's lots of people.
Yeah, if he would have said I don't know any new, fresh, artists rapping at this level, then he could have.
But CB, this is why people gotta hate because it's like there's too much glaze like this happening. Yeah, where it's like you gotta use straw man arguments to win the argument. I'm like, if you would have said certain points like, oh, in the same class generation, understandable.
Hate and love is the same thing, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's the same energy, bro. You need it. You need the hate. You need the love. You need the good. You need the bad.
Hey, I bought the vinyl, so I enjoyed the project enough.
I didn't buy it. I don't even buy vinyl. I buy jazz records.
Nasty adult right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Doechii hate is going to be warranted. But guess what? If you're not doing something good, someone's going to hate on you.
Yeah. You got to get the hate. Look at you getting the hate.
I'm going to say, why do people think it's all rainbows and sunshine?
Yeah. When you get the hate, that means you got love. You got love somewhere. But if you got all hate, bro, you're just a bad person.
But you know what's funny? People that were saying, oh, why is the Doechii hate just so forced? Yeah, I wasn't coming to her defense.
Facts. Come on.
I don't want to hear none of y'all. None. But I do think it's very weird, even though I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
It's a very dark-skinned agenda happening over there. Very Tyler Perry-esque over there.
Hey, Doechii, hey, man. You have a really great year this year. Hopefully next year you have an even amazing year. Hope you drop that album. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, you need to take your album off of the Grammys because it is a mixtape. It's not an album. So, what are we doing right? No, I'm just playing. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Doechii. Really great project. If you want to check out our review, it will be on the channel.
So, nothing else, B?
No, I think that's about it for today's episode, B.
Hey, I got to hit y'all with the tweet of the week. Like I said, this right here we talk a lot about Twitter. This is an extension of Twitter right here. A little black Twitter, a little hip-hop Twitter. Come on over to this show. But look, I have two of them. I have one that's a tweet and one actually a quote. My first tweet goes out to Kiko, the hater of the year, the hater of the century, bro.
That's slanderer of the year, right?
Bro, this dude can hate you and love you and appreciate you in the same freaking tweet. This is one.
Wait, I think I know which one you're talking about.
This is one I'm gonna give you. Just because I think a rapper is a bum, it doesn't mean I'm not happy to see them make it out the hood and change the conditions of everyone around him for the better. He's still a bum, though.
That's funny.
Yo, this dude right here, bro. Like,
oh my god,
he should have like 1 million followers, bro. This dude's a gem. Like people that I'm pretty sure he got more people that blocked him than followers, bro.
No, he said something about that today. Say something like, yeah, Elon, look, y'all blocked just for Elon. Take that block feature away.
Bro.
Sadly, I gotta see y'all's bum-ass tweets.
Man, Kiko, bro.
He was on the roll today.
Bro, I gotta go on this timeline, bro. But hey, yo, so it's a recommendation, just something that just had me laughing, right? So, we talked about Trump in the beginning. So, Donald Trump, he's building his cabinet right now in his administration.
The Great White Hope.
So so Donald Trump, his new border czar, Tom Hallman, he's the new Baltazar of America, part of his cabinet. He goes, say he will not be breaking up families when he deport illegal immigrants because he plans to deport the whole family. He said he gonna be separating families because he deporting the whole family.
Hey, no broken homes.
They say, yo, he not separating no kids from the because all y'all gone. Hey, bro, that just was funny to me. I know, like, politically, I like politics. I know for some people that rub them the wrong way, but hey, a lot of this stuff is funny. That was hilarious to me. But I don't want little kids to get separated, from their family. You know what I mean?
But also, it's like,
hey,
what would you want them to do?
Hey, you don't got a home, but you gotta get up out of here.
Right, you ain't got. Hey, look, you ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, that was hilarious. Bro said, hey, I don't feel bad separating children from their family because they going with them. Like,
Right, I'm not gonna bring up a happy family.
Hey, the whole
I'm just moving, y'all.
Yeah, the whole family going. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, shout out to Donald D. Trump. Shout out to Tom Hallman, whatever Holman.
Every time you said that, I kept thinking Tom Holland. I'm like,
Nah.
Spider-Man?
You saw him check a paparazzi all up on
Zendaya?
on Zendaya.
Hey, that's his woman, B, his black queen.
Yeah, don't let Kev see him. If Kev sees it there, bro, Tom Holland gonna have to square up.
Hey, I don't think that Spider Sense can help him in that situation.
Yeah, Kev gonna trip out, bro. He loves some Zendaya, bro. Oh man, bro.
But B, do you have any closing notes for this show?
Hey man, I'm just saying, hey, just keep your families close if you're a illegal immigrant out here, bro. I'm telling you.
Like Drake said, keep the family close, B.
Hey, let me stop, bro. Hey, man, yo, everybody stay positive, man. Those are all jokes. Don't come over here and be upset about this stuff. But, bro, like, when it comes to a lot of pain, sometimes you gotta laugh at it.
Because last week,
yeah, you gotta laugh at some of the pain,
jeez.
Bro. But it's so crazy, I swear when Donald got elected, I thought my change was just gonna come.
Whites only.
No, you saw you heard that Absol bar about, like, he a slave to the pen. Ironically, my chain hanging or whatever. Like, I was like, that was a hard word or something like that.
Remember. Was it on Payday or like
I think
9 Mile?
I think it was on 9 Mile.
I think it was on the intro.
Yeah, bro, that was a hard. He said, ironically, the chain hang. I think it was on that or was it Don Julio? It was one of them. Mm-hmm. That was a hard bar though. I was like, this boy soul, bro. He's just different with the flips, bro.
Monster.
But yeah, bro, what you got, man? You got any closing statements before we dip out, man?
No closing statements except for, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are closing in, kind of, not really, but we're getting closer there to 1,000 subscribers. We almost partner. Make sure y'all support the channel however y'all can. And don't forget, we do have the submit your album/mixtape or EP Google form in the description down below in the link tree where you can actually submit your project to potentially, not for sure, not guaranteed, to be reviewed on the BBC itself. But man, we getting close to 50 episodes as well.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Been podding.
Crazy. Yeah, that's about it for another episode of BBC. Make sure y'all show support by liking, subscribing, and showing love on wherever you're watching this, whether this be on YouTube or listening or watching this on all the other major DSPs as well. Follow us on our social media platforms. All links will be in the description down below. Make sure y'all comment y'all thoughts on today's episode. Make sure y'all talk about some of these albums that we talked about as well. Let us know if you've been listening to them as well.
Thanks.
I'll be trying to be active a bit more on Twitter and in the community section, community note side of the YouTube. So make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. That way you get the clips in case you can't watch the whole episode. But either way, the episode is timestamped, so if you can't stay for the whole thing, even though you probably did if you're at this point.
Lazy Fs.
Yeah, facts. Just go to the point in the episode that you want to watch, listen, drop a like, and then you can dip out, continue with your day, or listen to this while you're at work.
Yes, sir, man.
But besides all that, I ain't got nothing else to say, B. My name is Chase.
I'm T.
Peace.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.